There we go.
Yes.
What's up? What's up, bro?
Wow, it's good to be back in the stewed.
Yeah, man. The official stewed.
And with our guest today, Lemaire Lee. You may know Lemaire as the guy who got fired from arguably the simplest jobs of all time.
Yeah. I didn't ask Josh Adam Myers to move.
Oh, that's all it was.
That's all it was. It was enough.
That was one of the all-time greatest episodes, too.
It was a great episode.
The fact that we lost that vid, man.
Yeah. No,
man, that's like when they used to burn those libraries and you just never know. It's like thousands of books, all the knowledge lost.
All of Josh Adam Myers' stories.
That was so fucking funny. But Lemaire, then you came the next week and then fixed our blunders. We fired Lemaire and had him on. He like fixed our shit. We're like, feel kind of bad. Fuck.
So Matt, what's going on with you?
I'm scared of the Omicron, bro.
The Omicron.
I'm trying not to get Omicron. I'm trying to get the Omicron, dude.
I'm a fucking crumb. Omicron.
I caught the Omicron.
Dude.
I caught the Omicron last night. I was having sex. I was like, oh, fuck, Omicron.
Yes. That shot-town pussy.
Isn't that shot-town pussy, bro? I was like, Omicron.
Mayor, what type of pussy you getting? Where's it from?
No pussy these days.
What?
Oh, you single?
Yeah, dude.
What?
I'm single, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
It's okay, dude. It's okay.
Did she break your heart?
Did she die from Omicron?
You broke her heart.
I just had to stop things. Yes, I had to end it. I had to end it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does it have... never mind.
Yes. 100%. Yes. It does have everything to do with a 6-minute video.
You're a heartbreaker.
You know, dude, I'm a fuckboy
Don't
now.
play with
You're
Lemaire.
fucking business, bro. He's business, bro.
You play with fire.
They're strictly business.
Yeah, dude. Get in, give me some cuddles and leave. That's yeah, that's it.
Man.
So what type of pussy are you on the market for now?
Geographically speaking.
Geographically speaking. I hate that I'm so honest, but I really would like to have sex with Indian women. That's pretty.
Ooh.
That'd be pretty badass.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Be tight.
I think that'd be cool. Learn some things.
What do you think they would teach you?
The Kama Sutra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the art of lovemaking.
You're trying to find your Kamala, dude.
Yeah, dude. I need a strong half black woman in my life. Yes.
What type
Half
of
black, half Indian.
What type of lovemaking do you think you would make? What type would you make now? Would you say you do anything that's in the Kama Sutra right now?
No.
Just naturally?
I think if it happens, it happens. I'm kind of flexible. You know?
Physically flexible or like you're open to things?
Both.
Physically, you're flexible.
I'm physically flexible. Yeah, I can do. My palms can touch the ground, dude. Straight leg.
So how does that serve you sexually?
Getting fucked in the ass, right?
I'm fucking getting hounded, dude.
Yeah.
I'm getting pegged.
Yeah, Indian chicks will peg the hell out of you, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Indian chicks will peg you.
They'll absolutely peg you.
Hell yeah. I love the hand job with the head. It's fucking, yeah.
It's bobblehead night.
So you're looking for an Indian queen.
No,
You need to approach an Indian princess and just tell her two things. Just be like, I know how to be patient and I know how to meditate.
Yeah, dude, I'm a playboy. I don't need no queens.
It's like young Siddhartha.
I'm a playboy now, dude. Playboy.
Now you're a playboy.
Slow down,
I'm a playboy.
This is bullshit.
You guys will be back together in 2 weeks.
You'll call. Yeah,
No, it's
me.
dead. It's dead.
Really?
Yeah,
Do you feel comfortable talking about this?
Maybe on a Patreon or something.
No,
this
this
is
we are.
Talk about it now?
This is the real deal.
We're live.
I can't. Okay, I can't.
No. You don't have to say anything more.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He was asking if you felt comfortable saying what you've already divulged. Being a
Yeah.
real.
Oh.
I mean, if somebody dumped me, and then they acted like a jerk like this, I'd be fucking pissed.
No,
I'll be
I'm
upset.
just. My heart's hurt too, dude. I gotta protect my heart by being a.
You're laughing through
playboy.
the pain.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I tried to love. All I got is living and laughing now.
True.
There could be a fire right now.
Yeah, what the fuck smells? Let's
There
pause
certainly
up
is
and
a
see.
fire.
Okay, we could just pause it.
Maybe one of your dumb cigarettes got thrown into a pile of leaves. You're gonna burn down the block.
They might be cooking some shit downstairs.
They probably
none of
are.
them know how to fucking cook. Hey, Bill, is something on fire, bud?
It doesn't. It's like in here.
It's just this hot ass
Is
pot.
it the fucking fume?
Is the fume burning? No, it's not.
Is it the fume?
Maybe something's just outside burning. The door's cracked.
That's probably what it is. So it smells like like an electrical fire.
It's outside.
All right, we're good. We'll find out. If we catch blaze, it'll be actually great for the podcast.
It would be very good, but you'd have to salvage that.
Yeah,
You'd have to grab the equipment.
we're good, right? Yeah, we're still.
All right.
Yeah, dude. Sorry about that. We smelled a kind of chemically flame.
Yeah, it's getting stronger.
Yeah.
It might be meth.
Should be the Chinese place.
Oh, it is. It's the There's a vent fan.
They're
Out
up
there.
to no good.
It's the vent fan.
Um,
So Lemaire, you're fresh out of love.
Yeah, and I'm fucking hurting, dude. I started listening
you
to
hurting?
metal. Yeah,
you listen to metal?
yeah, yeah.
Like what? Like
Hardcore, like fucking. All right, Knocked Loose is a band
Yeah.
I listen to, dude, and
Yeah,
I
it
fuck
was-
with them a lot.
Arf, arf,
Yeah, dude. yeah, yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, you didn't even know that side of me, dude.
I know that side. I know that side of you, dude.
Yeah, right.
You like pop punk and screamo, dude.
No. Yeah, I like Coheed and Cambria. It's so fucking embarrassing. I switched between Coheed and Cambria and Drake.
Yeah.
Those are my two moods at all
Those
times.
worlds are
I
colliding.
might be a fucking Gemini.
You might be a gem, actually.
I really am very Gemini-esque.
Those worlds are colliding at light speed.
Yeah,
dude.
they are.
Aren't you a Sag for real though?
I am a Sag for real, though.
Okay, dude. Yeah.
Here's what I'd like to discuss. I went to a girls' high school basketball game this weekend.
Really?
We're talking a big-time shootout, 29-28. and,
What grade?
and it was 25 at half. It was like 25-18 at half.
So it was a
The
battle of
winning team
defense.
scored 3 points in the second half. I
What?
believe it was chaos, too.
What?
And they don't. And this was good girls about like this is
Yeah.
the highest level
Triple A.
in Penn 6A.
6A.
6A
6A ball.
doesn't get higher than 6A girls ball. And to watch my old man coach.
What's he running? Zone or is he woman?
They were
Is he running woman on
it's-
woman?
No, they're running little kid soccer where everyone screams and chases the ball.
What?
And then whoever has the ball looks straight down and goes like this. And it goes. It was fucking crazy.
What?
I couldn't believe it. I've had arguments with my dad about how many points I would score. And he's like, Shane, these girls would whoop your ass. And I watched. I was like,
Definitely
dude,
not, dude.
I would score 100 points.
Yeah.
It would be unbelievable.
You wouldn't even have to play
I wouldn't
center.
have to play. Everyone's like, "Oh, you think you could run the whole fight?" I'm like, first off, that's very insulting.
Yeah.
Yes, I can jog up and down and stand still.
Even if you
With a
didn't.
beer.
Even if you
I
didn't.
could have scored 30 with a beer. With a beer, I could have scored 30.
Even if you didn't, you could have stayed on off, literally cherry picked the entire
Exactly,
time.
I could let-
the amount of
I would
misses-
outscore them.
Exactly.
Yes.
Just field goal percentage alone, you could have just gotten off the court
Yeah.
when it wasn't your, and then just step back on.
If I
offense.
did get tired, I could lay down at one end of the court and then finally sit up and be like, "All right, here."
You could like run up the score and just take the third quarter off.
Yeah. The only thing I did realize is I would get in trouble for offensive fouls.
You think
In
so?
the post, any movement, a girl would go flying.
True. Yeah. You can power
But
forward.
so
though.
here's what I was doing. My mom was sitting courtside, dude. You know how the Gillises are.
Really?
We get a little money, we get a little flashy.
She's
Dude. My mom
posted-
was sitting courtside 6A girls ball. And I was in this exact sweatsuit. And so I would run down the baseline or the courtside and be like, "Can I get 50 cents to go to the concession stand?" And then sprint out of the gym, dude. And just made trips to the concession.
How was
Me
the
and my
snack
niece-
bar?
Snack bar was crazy. I got
Fastest-
Skittles, M&Ms. My niece and I went in on Skittles.
Did
and
you really?
M&Ms.
What was your fastest time, dude?
My fastest time
From stand
I
up.
mean, there's one thing I've noticed because it was all little kids running to and from the concession stand.
Yeah.
yeah.
When an adult man runs, people get very alarmed. If you see a man sprinting in any situation like that, people are very like,
Yeah, that's like a run and a slide on swishy pants.
Oh.
You run to slide on swishy
slide down
pants.
the baseline.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, and also the whole time I was thinking, this is how Phil is going to die. Phil is going to have a heart attack in the middle of a girls' high
Girl,
school
6A ball.
on the bench in front of all the girls that he's coaching, and they're all going to be like, "Ew." It's like,
That's
And then-
statue stuff, dude.
he's going to die at Redland or Cedar Cliff, and they're going to have to put him on the bus.
Oh,
He's going to die at an away game.
they're gonna enshrine him. They're gonna enshrine him like fucking Mary Magdalene, dude, beneath the school.
I think that's the worst death you could possibly have.
Dying at a girl's
Heart
sport.
attack on the bench of a girls' basketball game, and you
Yeah.
fall down, and that's it.
Your
I
dad
still
and
think-
Gino,
I think amusement park.
Your dad and Gino Oriema's gonna
Yes.
have the same death.
True.
Who?
Gino Auriemma,
Who's that?
Who's fucking coach
all-time
of UConn.
legend of UConn girls basketball.
Yeah.
You got to freshen up on your girls hoops.
Yeah, what is it about girls ball
lady
that's got the
hoop.
guys having heart attacks?
I'm legitly into the WWE.
I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine the stress? Also, not making sexual jokes. The stress of actually watching them play. Be like, look up, and you don't have to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Dude, the other team's defense was just their bench yelling, and the offense of the other team would panic. Anytime they did it, they would start with like a low scream and then build it up like a shot clock.
Yeah.
And eventually they'd be like, ah! And the girls on offense would be like, it was fucking crazy.
So he's built like a sound barrier.
It was dog break.
Oh,
They
my
would start
God.
loud noises, and the other side would be like, It was wild. So I put it on my story. It was very funny on Instagram. I watched the game winner. There was 8 seconds. The other team was down 2. They inbounded. This girl took a fadeaway, airball 3. It was so funny. It was so
Fuck.
funny. Oh fuck!
Dude, her whole life would have changed, dude.
It would have changed.
Well, it's so funny.
If she would have sunk that 3, I would have been like, yo, this is incredible. It would have been all. She took a like running fadeaway 3 from the corner. These girls hadn't made a layup in 2 quarters. Well, and for the game winner, they were like, all right, I got this. And it was one of those that was, it really was, dude. She had like one leg kicked out, shooting a fadeaway, and it airballed on the other side of the rim. So like it didn't touch anything. It just landed.
It
on
went
the other
over the rim?
Yeah,
That's impressive.
Airballed on the other side.
That's
True.
impressive, actually.
True.
If she's a champion, she'll use that to become better.
She will.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If a girl sinks a game-winning shot in high school, her world doesn't
Like a
change.
tree falling in the woods.
Yeah.
She's gonna get so much.
Like, I
pussy.
knew a dude. Yeah. I was at a game. There was a dude in my high school who sunk like a game winner 3 in playoffs, and like he got pussy into like college from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think it actually kind of fucked him up. He got too. It was like too much pussy
Yeah.
at once. But yeah, if
Puss-Fluenza.
a girl could like dunk it for the win, and every dude's just gonna be like, ew. You said
Hold on a
Puss-Fluenza?
sec. What did you just
Are you
say?
making?
I'm sorry.
Say that again.
What the fuck did you think was funny? What?
Say it again, Lemaire.
Puss-Fluenza, dude.
What is that?
He just had an influx of puss and it warped his brain. Like, you ever heard of affluenza?
Yes,
You were
I
raised-
understand. I understand the angle you're coming from.
This isn't going the way I wanted it.
You got the stoners up in arms, dude.
The stoners are rowdy. What type of dope were you guys?
They all eat fucking weed cookies, dude.
Oh, you guys ate wheat cookies. What are you on, Noah? I hope something. Are you on opiates?
Dude, no, he picked up.
This team,
no.
dude.
No,
The
picked up
Fellowship
us.
is falling
Yeah,
apart,
it really
dude.
has, dude.
I've been watching Fellowship of the Rings or the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, nice.
All about the Fellowship. Dude, I didn't know that's what a fellowship was. You have like 7 to 9 dudes doing one thing. It's a fellowship. And the whole time, like the fellowship's falling apart. The
Yeah,
Fellowship.
I rewatched. I'm glad you're watching it. I just rewatched it.
Did you really?
You know, Connie sat down and put down the trilogy one day.
Ooh.
That's loser shit.
No, that's
adult
important.
men living together. Loser shit. But
We
it
all
was
need to
during-
do that.
it was when I had to quarantine.
Oh, you
So
guys
that-
both had
We
it.
did the right thing.
Connor was like one of the Egyptian boys buried in the tomb.
He really was buried, wasn't he?
he was just trapped.
He was like, "Fuck it, I guess I'll die too."
Well, I thought he had it, and it's
He
like you
thought
can't
he-
go back to your geezer parents. He did
thought-
the right thing.
because I had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So he was just like, "Fuck it, you've been hanging out." I was already living with him for like 2 days before I tested positive. So he was
Yep.
like, "I'll just stay here." Occasionally, we'd be like watching a movie, laying on a couch, and I'd just look over, and he'd be like, he'd put his mask up
Yeah.
while we're sitting on the couch. I'm
Bro,
like, "Dude,
it's over.
it doesn't matter. You can stop."
Yeah.
But he never got it. So
He never got it indoors?
no, he sat with me for a week.
He wasn't taken to like the CDC and studied as a medical anomaly?
No, it turns out due to, I think because I wasn't very symptomatic, you can't really. Turns out if you're asymptomatic.
You're telling me the invisible enemy is not as... Wait, dude,
Hold on a second.
you're warping my whole world.
Matt, I've been listening to Dr. McCullough,
True. True.
so I'm fired up about that. I
fired
listened
up
to one podcast and I'm like, I actually know everything about the topic. And my dad was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You can't get it twice." He's like, "How? What are you saying? Well, how do you know that?" I
can't.
was like, Dad, just listen to me.
Just listen to Dr. McCullough.
Dr. McCullough said it.
Second time you get COVID, you die, don't you? Isn't that like what happens?
I don't know. Dr. McCullough claims that you can't get it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Dr.
then
McCullough.
everybody's like, I got it twice.
True.
It's like, did you?
Or did you have a
Or did you have the sniffles one time and claim you had it?
His definition though is that people never like they might have had the symptoms, but they weren't like brought. I think they weren't brought to the CDC and like had their like virus analyzed, the DNA
Yes.
of it. So they don't have like conclusive proof. He's saying.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's his argument. That episode was pretty sick.
Interesting. Yeah.
Pretty interesting, dude.
Yeah.
You don't see
Although-
anything about it though.
About the episode?
No.
No, I even looked on JRE clips on YouTube. There were none to be found.
Not allowed to run that.
Interesting.
They also bury a lot of stuff. So you have to search from newest added, and then you'll see
Yeah, that's
videos.
what I was searching. I went to
nothing
videos
still.
and uploads, and I couldn't find it. Maybe I was just looking at it wrong.
Dude, Robert F. Kennedy came under fire.
So did
RFK
the rest of it.
Jr.?
So did his uncle.
True, dude. Did you hear, so apparently,
his
RFK
dad.
Jr. They had a. It
They
was,
came under fire.
it was in the news.
Heavy fire.
What happened to his uncle? Oh, JFK. I'm thinking. I thought the other one. I thought someone else got shot too. I was like, who else got shot?
They all
Plane
got
crash, yeah.
Plane crash. Hill Dog got that one.
I think Hell Dog was up on
Body
that.
count.
For sure.
Dude,
For
I was
sure.
listening to this podcast called American Scandal, and they're talking about Monica Lewinsky and how she was like down as hell. She was like, I'm not snitching on the president.
Yeah, she loved him.
Yeah, dude. She
was
fucking
a
loved
sweetheart.
him.
How'd
Yeah.
they flip her eventually?
Nobody flipped her. There was this like fucking old crusty bitch in a
Yeah, everybody hates
Pentagon,
her.
dude.
Linda Tripp.
Linda Tripp. She was like recording her calls with Monica Lewinsky. And then she sold
Secretly
it to the
recording.
press,
Thank God.
dude. Yeah.
Bro, speaking of secretly recording, I told you this, right?
No.
One of the nights I got drunk at the brew house,
Oh,
Mechanicsburg,
God,
let's
dude.
go. I'm in the Uber home, me and my lady. And, you know, I'm yapping. I'm chirping a little. The guy was listening to stand up, I think. And I was like, I do stand up, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, what's your name?" I was like, "My name's." I said it like 10 times. I was like, "My name is Shane Gillis. I got fired from Saturday Night Live." Do you remember the guy who got fired that lived in Mechanicsburg from Saturday Night Live? I said it
Yeah.
clear as day like 10 times, and then I went on to like trash comics. I think a couple times. I was like hammered. He was like, "What about this guy?" I was like, "Nah, that guy fucking kind of sucks." This guy's cool. I was actually happy because I did compliment a lot of comics,
Sick.
which is usually not what I'm doing. Usually I'm getting drunk and I'm like, I hate them.
Dude, you're sipping on the haterade.
But he gets us to my parents' house. And he goes, "By the way, I filmed all that and I put it on YouTube."
What?
I was like, dude, what?
What?
What the fuck? Don't do that.
That's crazy you can do
And then
that.
my girlfriend sits up and she's like, "I'll fucking sue the shit out of you." And I was
Good
like, "Don't
girl.
do that. Don't do that.
Good girl.
You can't. This guy's obviously a psycho."
She started to bark though.
Should've
She
turned-
started barking. He was like, "Actually, due to the laws, you're in my vehicle." Like he had the response to that. Like, you cannot sue me.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Just say the word. I won't do it." I was like, "Dude, you'll fuck my life up if you post this. Please don't post this." He was like, "Okay, I won't." And he drove off.
Oh man.
So who knows? That was a fun one. The anxiety of that, waking up the next day, just like, oh fuck, I forgot. There's gonna be a YouTube video of me
It sucks.
trashing comics.
How many stars did you give him?
I didn't give him any stars.
It was like, you gotta give
Ooh.
him.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. I probably gave him 5. I always give him 5.
Yeah, I guess you gotta,
that
you gotta
was
expect
insane.
it. You just gotta expect to be on camera now.
You gotta like report that to.
That's why I don't jerk off in my basement. I assume I'm somehow like I have
Yeah.
something's open and I'm like, nope, not doing it. Not doing it. You imagine that, dude?
That was a nightmare.
Yeah, that
I
kind of
think of like being drunk in the Uber and someone being like, "This is going on YouTube," and it's just you like, "I was on Saturday Night Live." Like, it would have been so bad.
Where was the
it'll be
party?
Funny.
Where was the party? Were you guys spraying champagne after the
I was
victory?
just at the brew house.
After the fucking
What
5-8 victory?
Oh, the 6.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The fuck?
I'm sorry.
Did your dad's team win? Yeah.
Yeah, they did win.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys are celebrating.
The team airballed a buzzer beater. And Phil took home the victory.
Was their team down and came back? Was that your team or Phil's team?
Phil's team was leading the entire,
Oh, okay. All
entire
right.
game.
Okay. All right.
That's just leadership, dude.
It is.
Yeah.
That's just
He
leadership.
was giving him hell on the bench.
Does he run his own for real? Does he run his own? Or
I don't know. I don't.
Boxing one?
It looked like it was man. Looked like it was man to man.
Damn, dude. But dude, yeah, that's terrifying, dude.
So what's going on with the fellowship?
Well, first of all, with RFK Jr., he had a party at his house, and it leaked that apparently it said that like he required vaccination status.
No.
Vaccination status.
Fraud.
Well, here's what happened, dude. He came out and apparently his wife sent out invitations. He didn't know. So he said nobody was checked. He goes, sometimes you're not the boss of your own house.
There's nothing he could do about it.
Dude, the guy's building like a fucking national movement. His wife fucking almost ruined him.
Yeah, that happens.
Well, I think we should do it. And he's just like, I'm under so much scrutiny. Take it off the fucking invite.
Yeah.
Robert, he was about to start listening to Knocked Loose.
True, he might start listening to Knock Loose.
Pissed.
He might be down on his luck a little. He might be a little sad and heartbroken.
Yeah,
Do you imagine just being like,
He's been stricken down. I'm coming out of my melancholy slightly.
Yeah.
are you really?
I was stricken down for a couple weeks there.
Yeah, that's the worst, bro.
I'll be back. I'll be back into it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you always.
I live there.
Yeah. Yeah, we always make our way back to it eventually, but
Yeah, dude.
kind of just got to greet it. And at this point, it's just kind of like, whatever. I just greet it, dude. And I'm like, yes.
Matt, I was thinking this. I think you were like this, dude. I was thinking about happiness and how like happiness isn't like the end goal. Happiness is the journey. You know?
Profound.
Yeah. Dude, you know I'm trying, dude.
Spot on, bro.
Fucking
We
play
can't all
boy.
be philosophers. You know?
Spot on, bro. You're telling me it's not the journey, it's just the path.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, he's saying it's not the end result. You don't wind up at happiness. Happiness is on the way there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't just listen to the end of the last note of a piece of music, bro. You
Yeah.
listen to the whole thing.
'Cause
Fucking
the end
loud
is
and clear,
dead.
bro. Loud and clear. Talking about the end is dead.
The end is dead.
What's that?
Like dead, like you're dead. Like that's the end.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
Yeah. You know,
We
fucking,
die.
Elaborate on this.
We
I
die.
don't know, dude.
Elaborate a little more.
Like I don't know.
Don't touch that.
I'm sorry.
So you're telling us,
Elaborate.
hold up, so we die?
What'd you say?
You're telling us we die.
You sure
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah. We died, dude.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean though? The happiness is on the way. Give me an
Yeah,
example. What are you
yeah.
thinking?
Like you can't always be happy. I don't
sure.
know.
No, you're onto
Yeah, I
something. Keep
feel like,
going.
yeah.
You're onto something.
Yeah, I can't always be happy because like then you won't know anything else.
Yeah.
Like happiness comes from knowing the other things.
It's almost like sunshine wouldn't be so great if it wasn't for rainy days.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, dude.
So what else
Yeah,
you got?
dude.
When did you realize this after the breakup?
No, dude, I've been stewing on this for a little bit.
Yeah?
I've
Really?
been stewing on it.
So what type of sad things are you thinking about?
Did you ever see a yin yang? Let me interest you in a
considered
yin yang.
So what type of rainy days were you talking
Dude, I've been talking shit on Jay-Z a little bit.
Why?
Fuck Jay-Z, dude. I'm with Nas, dude.
Fuck Tracy.
Okay, this is going to be. I feel like Jay-Z he uses black people to get wealthy. He's always used black people to get wealthy. He was a drug dealer. Like he's always used black people to get wealthy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
You're growing.
and then yeah,
Soon, dude.
Kanye West is a slave master or Uncle Tom.
Whoa.
Kanye West is
whoa,
Uncle
whoa,
Tom, dude.
whoa.
Why?
Dude, this is all from what he said. Like he tweeted like record contracts are modern day slavery. It's modern day slavery.
Mhm.
And then you think about it, he signed a bunch of people to stupid Def Jam record deals. And then when he was on that Drink Champs podcast, he was like, I don't give a fuck about all those people I signed. They were just so I could get out my shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a Uncle Tom.
Why does that make him white?
It doesing make him white. It makes him Uncle Tom. He's
Wait,
just
why
like-
does that make him an Uncle Tom?
because he's like he's like it's like multi-level marketing. He's the
Yeah, what's that have to do with
period,
it? Why are
dude.
you comparing that to being white, dude? Maybe
it's-
he's just
there's
being
no
a jerk.
whiteness in Uncle Tom.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That's the whole crux of a thing.
No,
Yeah,
when you're
it's-
Uncle Tom, you're like a dude who you like fucking dancing, you know?
For who?
The man, dude. He's dancing for Rick Rubin, dude.
He's a Jew.
All right, those are just some hard feelings I've been trying to come to terms with recently.
Yeah, that you don't like Jay-Z or Kanye West?
No, I love them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I didn't understand.
No.
Completely confused.
No.
You know, sometimes love comes from hate.
True that. Hold on a sec.
Dude, the people you love can be
Bro.
wrong too.
What?
You ever think about this?
Wait, what?
Sometimes, like if you have good things, you wouldn't appreciate them as much if you didn't go through hardships to attain them.
Yeah.
What, dude?
And
What the fuck?
No, Lemaire, you'd be too powerful. You'd be too powerful, dude. Do not. Go ahead, dude. Toss it on. Behold.
No.
Yeah. What were you calling Kanye? Throw it on. Throw it on, dude.
I'm not Kanye, dude. I'm not him.
Dude, I read a I was like
saying
reading an
the wrong
article. For
word
some
again.
reason, I canceled the Atlantic. They still send me shit. There was a guy. Their new thing now is saying that January 6th was just a warm up, bro.
Yeah, I've heard this.
This was Lemaire. You'd actually dig this take
Trial
from
run.
you'd dig this take from the Atlantic. So they're saying they're like saying like democracy is going to die. Everyone's saying this. Democracy is dying. Democracy is it's flickering out, and the reason is it's because
Was
of
it
the
ever
white.
really alive?
Bro, get this. Dig this. This is the staff writer from Atlantic. Democracy's dying because the right is afraid of it in like an imaginary sense.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
This is the
Damn,
deepest
dude.
podcast we've ever fucking done.
That was I'm reading the thing and I was just like, dude, are you fucking serious? He's like, and it's dying because the right thinks it's dying when it's not, but that is dying now. It's like, bro, are you guys fucking serious?
We
with
need
this
to
stuff?
punch some of these guys in the belly. I'm not for physical violence, but there's a couple guys that need, not even punch them, just hold them down, give them a strawberry on their belly.
Yeah.
Just let them know who's boss, but in a fun, ticklish way.
It's like maybe a British bulldog, like run from behind him, grab their head, and jump. Fucking,
No violence, but strawberries.
yeah, I would catch them, and I wouldn't rock them. I'd
Would you
catch
give them a
them.
strawberry?
Oh, for sure.
Is a strawberry like when you hit him like this?
No. Strawberries.
It's a rabbit
just
punch.
When you
Okay.
when you go. Isn't that a strawberry? See how it makes you feel? It makes you laugh.
True.
Giving strawberries is very fun.
Tickling them
Doing
would
it
be
to my
nice.
girlfriend.
You be giving them strawberries.
Yeah, she laughs
Dude, yeah.
very hard. It makes me feel good.
Yeah, if you give a baby one on their belly, dude, they're pretty
Yeah.
excited about
Yes,
that.
and then there's other places you can give them strawberries, and that's funny too.
Come on, your girlfriend?
Yes, when it's your girlfriend, when it's your lady lover.
Nah, dude, I'm a
Loud and
playboy. I
clear.
just be giving out pussy strawberries every day.
Well, that was the joke I was kind of
I know.
insinuating.
I know.
Do
I'm
you?
sorry. All right, I'll fucking. Can I eat the rest of this edible?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Please.
Munch it up.
Please do. Yeah,
Munch
Lemaire,
it up.
so
I wasn't being critical of you there.
yeah, we're just messing around. So you're telling me if I'm sad, it's only gonna make me happier once I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Dude.
You ever listen
I'm in
to damn, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get
Yeah,
up.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, I had this
that
revelation
DMX?
in about 5th grade. School bus, just looking out the window. It's like, damn, dude, I'm so down right now. It's gonna get better though.
Dude, this is the first breakup where my girlfriend like lived.
You live together?
No, like survived.
Oh yeah, you had that
Yeah.
girl. Lemaire was so close to getting the elusive sex one time, and a girl fucking died,
oh God, man.
which was pretty. Not no offense to her or you, but it was funny
It's hilarious.
from an onlooker's perspective, because the whole time we were friends, we were always cheering on Lemaire to finally have sex, and finally it was going to happen, and God needed her back.
God needed his angel.
God
bro.
needed her, his angel.
Did you know she was?
Dying?
Yeah.
No, it was sudden. Yeah.
So it was like, did she know she was dying? Oh, it was
No,
like,
dude, it was very sudden.
like an accident.
No, like she had pancreatitis, and she would go to the hospital back and forth, but they would just send her home with like goop their drink. Yeah,
What?
yeah,
So you guys were full on like Fault in the Stars.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
And you honor her now by making jokes about her. Oh my God. I don't like this new Lemaire, dude.
You got too many colors. He has fucking Puss-Fluenza. dude.
You definitely have fucking Puss-Fluenza.
Dude, just warped my brain, dude.
Who's more of a big shot now, you or Sean?
What do you mean?
Who's the big time
Dude,
shot
people
caller?
fucking love Sean, dude.
Yeah, they love Sean.
Yeah. Gardini.
Who's the biggest shot caller in Philadelphia right now?
That's a good question.
Gardini or Lemaire?
Lemaire.
No, not me, dude.
Who's the top dog of the
Deeds.
scene? Be honest.
Joe
Dirty
Murdoch.
Deeds. Joe
True,
Murdoch.
he's the king.
Murder.
True.
Murder is king.
Who else? Who's the true king? Naeem? You fuck you up.
I've already beaten Naeem. I've already slayed him.
Wait, how did you slay Naeem?
I slayed Naeem.
Lemaire
in
tapped
jiu-jitsu.
out Naeem
Yeah.
What?
in a wrestling match in Sydney's kids' playroom.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
pretty big. Naeem's strong.
He's
Yeah,
a pretty
No, it was
big
like
dude.
30 minutes, wasn't it, Lemaire?
Yeah, it was a while.
Oh,
You just
hit him with
outlasted him.
That's great.
Yeah.
True. Damn, you hit him with the Mark Henry.
Fucking yeah.
Sexual chocolate.
Strongest man alive.
But we're supposed to box. He's a boxer.
That's not gonna be good.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be. He's a
That's
14
gonna
and
hurt.
4. It's gonna hurt a lot. Yeah.
He's definitely gonna want to box you after you beat him at wrestling too.
Yeah, he's gonna tag you in like the belly a lot. The body shots are gonna hurt so bad. Yeah,
You got to
what
get a
else?
slow-mo cam for that.
That's what I was thinking of. That was my big joke, was running to get concession stand
Hilarious.
money.
Hilarious.
So good, I didn't want to tell you.
It's hilarious.
I had other stuff.
hilarious.
I had a lot. YouTube guy in the Uber, that was rough.
Yeah, it fucking stinks.
Oh, yesterday I had to drive my lady to the airport at like 6 a.m. I had to drive to Baltimore. I was ticked.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to drive 3 hours in the morning. I kind of offered that to her as like a thing, and she called my bluff. She was like, yeah, I'll just do that. I'll fly out of BWI. I was like, oh, great.
Oh.
I can't wait. But it allowed me to go to my favorite bagel shop in Mechanicsburg, Wrestler's Bagel. Got a nice breakfast sandwich. But while I was driving around Mechanicsburg, I realized it's just geezers driving around at this time. It's just geezers and losers.
What time is
Yeah,
this?
we were talking 9 or like 10 a.m. Once everybody's gotten to work,
dude, yeah.
the geezers come out, and dude, they're driving like I was watching them drive in front of me, like
It's when it's safe
they
for them.
looked
Yeah.
like fucking cadavers.
yeah.
It was fucking insane. And then the next car would be a dude with like a hoodie on, like just a loser.
Yeah.
So it's just losers and geezers driving around.
That's a
What do you
tough.
think
That's
of
a
that?
tough road condition.
That's
for
road
sure.
conditions are wild.
That's actually very tough.
No one's looking.
Dude, I had to lead a geezer to the Verizon store recently.
What happened?
I pulled up. I was food shopping out near my parents' house, and this lady was just parked sideways in like 4 spots. So I was like, "Are you all right, dude?" You're like 95 years
It's
old.
fucking crazy.
And I was like, "Are you all right?" And she was like, "I'm trying to get to the Verizon store." And I was like, "What?" And like apparently, I was like, "Oh, that one's closed." And she was like, she had MapQuest
Printed?
printed directions,
Yes.
and I was like, "You got to go down to Delaware. There's
Yeah.
one like probably."
Also, you know, you're in 2004.
I was like, "Do you have your phone, dude?" She busted out a flip phone. I was just like, "Fuck." I was like, so I was like, just go down 202 South all the way down. She was looking at me. I'm like, "Do you want to just follow me?" She's like, "Yes, please." So I assumed she was going to be slow, dude.
Yeah.
She put on for her people, dude.
Really?
She was fast. She was driving fast as hell. I was like, "What, are you like? You don't have to do this." she was fucking.
Dude, they fly.
She might have had a Buick Tesla, dude. She was
Wild.
like,
Yeah, Buick.
she was moving.
My
bro.
dad got my mom a Buick LeSabre once as a surprise. She was like, I want a new car. He got her a used beige Buick LeSabre. She cried.
What's that
It
drift
was
song?
great.
She cried like she
Yeah,
was. She was.
my dad was like, I got your car. She came outside and just started sobbing. She was like, who the fuck is this for? Dude, it was one of those that had like, you could fit like 4 in the front seat.
I know.
Across.
They're the best.
It was crazy. They are the best.
Dude, I want one.
I liked it. Heavy fucking car, dude. If you accelerate it, it's like a boat. Literally in the front.
I got accused of self gift. He probably likes if your dad's like you and I, alpha as hell. He loves bench seats up front.
Yeah.
Bench seats up front.
It's alpha as fuck.
Bench seats.
I got
up front.
accused. I got accused of self gifting.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I bought my mom a book, Living Buddha, Living Christ, and Brittany's like, your mom doesn't want to read about Buddha. And I'm like, dude, it'll be good for her. She's
Fine,
like,
I'll take it.
she always gives self gifts. I'm like, I'm just giving people stuff they might like. I don't fucking know.
It's good to give people gifts and be like, you should be more like me. You know what I was thinking for you? Why don't you change to be a little more like me?
I thought it'd be good to open up her spiritual horizons, dude.
That's nice.
You know, I was telling Brittany, she's like, you always do that. You think whatever you like, everyone else likes. It's like, it's called autism. Rub it in.
Yeah.
It's called autism.
Speaking of
Rub it in.
autism, I had my family Christmas party this weekend. The entire family is in full Notre Dame gear. The entire family. There was 30 people here, all decked out. There wasn't even a Notre Dame game. There was nothing. It was crazy. Every gift was a Notre Dame gear. It was all generic Notre Dame gear.
God damn.
It was crazy.
Just recycling.
Cousin
It's a
Frank.
pep rally.
Cousin Frank. It was a pep rally. It's always a pep rally.
You guys got the pep up, dude.
We were like, are we going to beat Oklahoma State or what?
Yeah. What happened to the car, by the way?
The Buick, she drove it for like 7 years.
Dude,
It was great until she got upgraded to a beige Buick. What the fuck was it?
the
Not
SUV, like the SUV, the
yeah,
crossover.
the Rendezvous.
That's
Ooh.
right.
That thing was nice though.
That's nice.
That was a nice. The Rendezvous was
Yeah.
tight.
My dad one time for Christmas bought my mom a set of pots and pans. She was upset.
This is pretty
He
disrespectful.
bought her a set of pots and pans. She was pissed.
I got nothing. My mom. Oh, again, remember last time it was fucking. I paused my game for this.
Yeah.
They've done it again. They got me a pair of aviators, Notre Dame aviators.
Ooh.
They had the Notre Dame logo. Aviators. She was like, "You'd wear these, right?" I was like, "Never, never once."
Dude, those are stunning.
I got Notre Dame aviators and Notre Dame socks.
Really? Would you
Like
eat
multicolored blue and yellow. I left them at home.
nasty as hell?
I left them at home. And
What,
I
dude?
said,
You're such an ingrate. You didn't just bring them.
I'm not a fucking ingrate.
Bring them.
I have no room in my suitcase for crap like that.
You absolutely do. I've seen your suitcase, dude.
What's in there?
One pair of jeans.
True. It is one pair of jeans.
One pair of jeans, like four sweatshirts.
4 black shirts. Yeah, just hoodies.
Losers and losers need each other. They're like it's like a symbiotic relationship.
It is.
True.
The
Dude,
losers just go around and hoodwink
bro,
the
did
losers.
you ever fuck around with one of those 55 plus communities?
No.
There's always like a loser kid that lives in the 55 plus because they can't fly the coop. So they have to make the adjustment.
Yeah.
55 and plus, but you have to make a clause like, and we'll take like 2 of your loser kids. That's it.
But
There's always loser kids kicking around.
while I was driving into my neighborhood, I was thinking about like how nice it would be to be a loser kid.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like just like driving into my neighborhood, being like, nice, I'm home in this sick ass house. I get to just play video games in the basement. Yeah, but no, we're talking like into your 40s.
Dinner's made for me.
You get dinner every night,
Dude,
You don't pay rent. You just munch and then get to go lay and watch movies.
Mommy kisses you every night.
No, mommy and daddy don't like you, but they don't have enough self-respect to kick you out.
I would go in the room like 3 a.m. like, Mom, I'm having an existential crisis. Can I sleep with you guys?
Mom, I fucking threw up.
Mom, I'm having anxiety about my life choices. Can I sleep with you guys?
Yeah. Sleeping on the floor in your parents' room when you're 48.
Imagine having a panic attack as an adult and just going right in your parents' room and be like, nice, and just laying down.
It's just us.
Oh, this makes me feel better. Move over, Dad.
We're gonna have to have our
hold
parents.
me.
Our parents are gonna have to live with us.
I'd love that.
I'm gonna
setup,
do
dude.
that. I think,
Oh, dude, you
unless
have
it's
to.
my mom.
What? What the hell? You have
I'll
to
let
do
Phil
that.
live.
I almost
Phil
sprained my
can
elbow.
chill.
I almost got bursitis when I pushed up. Like, fucking,
Yeah, that thing, that chair,
I
that
almost
chair
got
sucks.
I almost got tennis elbow, dude.
Dude, he was pissed. You talk about your mom that way? How dare you talk
I
about
can't
your
even do
mom
that
that
anymore. That
way?
used to fire me up, dude. Yeah, it feels good when you get mad.
That's a power, dude. I'm at a Turning Points rally.
Here comes, all right, ladies and gentlemen, your next speaker, Kyle Rittenhouse.
I'm pumped on Manchin too, dude. Do you fuck with Manchin?
Dude,
Oh,
Joe
Senator
I don't know.
Manchin?
At the family Christmas party, yes, I support Manchin. Obviously, Manchin rules. But there's one lady in my family who's very, very liberal. And this was the Gillis family Christmas party. So she was in a den of full-on Trumpers. Like dudes that were like, fuck that, fuck the mask, fuck vaccines. And she came in, wore a mask the whole time, called my one aunt a white supremacist.
Bad ass.
I mean, she came in swinging at this thing, like fought everybody.
What the fuck?
It was great. And then she brought a black Santa
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
so that certain family
Let's
members
go.
could feel represented. She
Nice.
brought that into my
Swag.
parents' house.
Swag.
It was, I've never seen a lady put on a clinic like that.
That was really smart.
It was awesome. She just came in and fought.
It's fucking. How big was the Black Santa?
It was this doll. It was a Santa doll. And she was like, this way everyone feels included. And everyone was like, all right, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, you fucking white supremacist. She was
She
swinging.
came in swinging. What kind of flack did she get in return?
Just a lot of secrets and whispers behind her back.
A lot
And
of
it was like,
stern. She got gut felt it, dude.
oh, the whole family, every Gillis member in there, full Notre Dame gear. Somebody was like, you need to wear a mask. Everyone in there was like,
Dude, she brought the lib tornado.
she did.
She brought
And
the lib storm.
I actually sided with her and started
Damn.
going around fighting with her.
Good move.
But she doesn't like me.
What?
She turned your
She,
beautiful
ever
19...
since SNL.
You guys try to fuck
Ever
her?
since SNL, she doesn't talk to me.
Not a fan.
She was not a,
How does she
she's not a
take
fan
your
of my
support?
work.
How'd she take your support?
She didn't even acknowledge that. She would. I kept going up and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Yeah, you got to get the vaccine. I got it. I live in New York, you know."
Dude, who's this? Who is this? What's her relation?
Fuck.
What's the relation?
She's married to my dad's brother.
Yeah. So she's the bitch-in-law.
Yeah, but you got to give her credit.
Yeah, no,
gotta give
she
her
fucking
credit.
badass. Yeah.
Came in and fought.
Yeah.
That's all you can hope
2024.
for.
Yeah.
The Atlantic writer was saying in 2024, there's a good chance that like if you see like a Democrat neighbor, their house will get stormed and they'll get like kicked out of the neighborhood.
Oh, really?
They were saying in 2024, what's going to happen is if the election goes the wrong way, Republicans will definitely storm any like blue signage.
They'll
they
start
see.
ripping
Like,
people's.
get out of my
Yeah,
neighborhood.
yeah.
So that's coming.
They'll see
That
like
makes
Black
sense.
Lives
And
Matter
then
signs.
liberals will, if anything, like storm like Trump's golf course. Not anyone's personal property, just
Yeah.
like Trump's golf course. I'm reading this like, dude, you guys are crazy. 2024, it's all going to happen. Or we'll just become Russia. It's like, no, we
They
won't.
need strawberries.
We're going to become China.
They do need strawberries,
Just hold
bro.
them down. Stop.
Come on, Timmy. I feel like I want to pee. Stop.
Yes.
Yeah, that is good for that lady to come in
I
swinging
supported
like
that.
It's nice to show up to a party and be like, I'm going to fuck everyone
I'm
in here
fighting
up.
everyone in here.
Also, too, if you like, imagine going to a place, and maybe she was, using hyperbole, but like to be like, all right, I'm going to a party full of white supremacists.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I mean, she must have believed it enough that she called someone that to their face.
yeah.
She kicked
Or-
in the
or
door
she-
like Biggie Smalls.
So she wasn't
dude.
joking.
She did.
She wasn't
Oh,
joking.
no.
She wasn't being like,
This
you
was
fucking white
strictly
supremacists.
business.
True, you don't joke about white supremacy
No,
at
you
all.
don't.
You're right.
People don't like those types of gags.
Come in and be like, I'm going to attack my fam. Fuck, my parents went to Florida for this Christmas.
Fuck.
They left us. My mom left us,
What are
went to
the brothers
Florida.
going to do? Are you going to have a little Christmas party at their house anyway?
I'm going to go to my Aunt Kathy's on Christmas Eve.
That'll be
but
fun.
my mom, I asked my mom what she wanted. She was like, just donate money to the like abortion law fund or whatever. So I have to fund the abortion law for my
You're
mom.
going to do that?
Yes, my mom's wishes. I want to fund the abortion law.
I don't
my
like
mom,
that.
My mommy trumps everything, dude.
How would your
For
family
my mommy.
react? How would your family react to Black Santa?
They wouldn't care.
Everybody would
No?
be pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
Wouldn't care.
Okay. Okay.
No, everybody, no one, that's the thing. No one in my
Yeah.
family was like upset. Everyone was just like, okay,
Yeah. All right.
great.
Nice, man.
This is a long-term play though, because like, what Santa comes out next year? Like we're having people over. We got to put the Black Santa out.
I like it. I like having one white, one black Santa.
We have Black Santa on a Christmas
I like
tree.
to segregate the Santas.
True. That'd be
See, this one only goes to black houses. This one only goes to white houses.
I should be doing the Predator handshake.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're exactly right. And black Santa has white elves,
True that.
Yeah.
and white Santa has black elves, also known as orcs. And he makes them work.
Dude, this is the crap your aunt's not trying to see, dude.
What?
She just want to hear that.
Funny jokes that black elves are orcs?
Dude, how dare you, dude? Shame.
Brittany hit me. We were watching Lord of the we're watching Lord of the Rings, and we're like, you're watching it, and all of a sudden, like the orcs come, and she was like, oh, okay. She's like, the
Oh,
bad
yeah.
guys are just black people.
Yes.
Just black people.
Yeah, they all look like Serena Williams. It's bullshit.
Serena Williams is beautiful, bro.
She's a beautiful woman. So are the
Beautiful as
orcs.
hell, dude.
How do you know I'm not attracted to orcs?
Be orc sexual, dude.
I am.
see that?
No, Orcai. Orcai. I'm thinking the Orcai.
No, the orci.
Orcai, yes.
Who's the orci?
The Orcai. I mean, you
I
call
didn't get
yourself
that.
an
I didn't
LLTR
get
fan?
that. I didn't get.
The Orcai?
I didn't get to that part yet.
Have you watched episode 1?
Yeah,
Those are the Orcai.
yeah. I've seen. Well, the orc
The
plus.
big, yeah, Orc pluses.
Yeah, dude. Dude looks like Alf.
Font and Orcai. Yeah, those are clearly just, and the elves are the whitest people of all time.
Oh,
They're
dude.
just white with long hair,
New Englanders.
firing fucking bow and arrows. Like,
They have like cool, yeah, they have like
and
cool
there's just
ropes.
a rabble of black dudes with like machetes. Like, we're gonna get in there. They're like, no, no, you can't.
This is a hemp rope.
You can't get our stuff. We're the Lord of the Rings.
I was telling Brittany that. I'm like, no, they're white. They just have like mud and shit. It's
Yeah.
war paint, Britt. It's war paint.
No, clearly they're the only black people in. I mean, it's without a doubt.
It's war paint, dude.
They really fucked that up. But those sci-fi guys love that. Like Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
I love tossing that
I
in.
stand for Jar Jar Binks, dude.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I don't understand what's wrong with Jar
Who's
Jar.
Jar
Binks.
Jar Binks?
Just some slave.
He's not a
Just
slave.
space slave.
He's not a space slave,
Oh,
dude.
we're gonna go over
He's
there.
not a space
In
slave,
what,
dude. He's
Star
not a space
Wars?
slave. He's Jamaican, and he's in the High Council.
I like Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks is not a slave, though.
In what? Star Wars?
Okay,
Never
obviously
seen
he's
it.
not a slave.
This
Dude.
is a fucking man, dude. Jar Jar Binks Looney Tunes a bunch of people like to
True.
death, dude.
Yes, he does kill like robots and stuff by like falling down.
That's badass.
Are we? Is this Star Wars?
Yeah,
is Star Wars.
This is episode 1, dude. Not
Okay.
episode 4, episode 1.
Is this one? Is this when girls started writing Star Wars?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, this is when they went back and started to ruin it.
Yeah.
And they got one of those like 28-point fucking Star Wars movies.
Yeah. You know what sucks? I find myself doing this. I go back and watch the end of Rogue One a lot when Darth
Yeah.
Vader goes through and kills everybody.
That was pretty sick.
Why did they not? Why couldn't they do that
Yeah.
for the rest? Like that was the coolest Star Wars thing.
Okay,
All the new episodes. Why couldn't they make them cool like that?
I think episode 1, 2, and 3 is the best like trilogy.
Which,
Like if you watch all of them like as one thing, it will like have the best arc.
like
like-
which one? The
Like
Anakin?
episode 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Like because it's
Revenge
like,
of the Sith.
For sure.
That's my
For
favorite
sure.
one.
Yeah. That's the one.
I'm glad we all are in agreement here.
Yeah.
Covered
The
this.
country needs to agree more, dude. Country needs to agree. Yeah, that is
Sir?
absolute best.
Sir?
Yeah. Look at this. Get this on camera. How do you like this?
America? No.
Liberals.
Liberals hate this,
The
dude.
liberals hate stuff like this.
2024, it's all coming down. It's all coming to a head,
Who are you
dude.
gonna vote for in 24?
I
Manchin?
don't know, bro. Man, dude, I like the way Manchin rolls. Dude,
Yeah.
they're coming at him for spiking that like $1 billion or
Yeah,
whatever it is.
trillion. Yeah.
Trillion
Build back
dollars.
better,
I think it's
dude.
like 1.7 trillion BBBs.
Yeah.
He spiked the BBBs, dude.
Yeah.
And anytime they get a quote from him, he's like, "Let me tell you something. I'm from West Virginia.
Yeah.
When you're from West Virginia, you don't worry about stuff like that. Everything he talks about is just
yeah.
West Virginia.
He's
like,
West Virginia first, dude.
He's dubbed
I
B
support
first.
that.
Dude,
See
everything.
Bette Midler's tweet?
What?
It was great. She was like, "Oh, sorry that you're from fucking piece of shit West Virginia, where everybody's a junkie and a fucking loser." It was like, "Yo, dumbass."
Yo, that's country mountains. Country
That's-
roads.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, close.
Will you
Mountain
sing Country
mamas,
Mountains?
dude. Mountains mamas.
Yo,
Yo, dude. Did you put
you
fentanyl
eat
on
those
those
cookies?
cookies?
You got some cookies. You feeling good off that cookie?
Yeah, dude, I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling
What
nice.
do you think the funniest thing is that you can even think of?
Yeah.
John Denver, dude. That's the guy that does country roads.
Yeah.
John Denver.
What's the funniest thing right now?
Yeah, think about like a. Like
What's the
dog-
ultimate
like,
joke
what do
to
you
you?
like dogs?
Dude,
Aren't dogs funny?
dude, I watched a video of a blind dog the other day.
What was he up to?
He was in the car, just like trying to get to the park. He didn't know he was going to the park. His head was out the window. He was blind, and his fucking
He can smell it.
and his tail started wagging. I was like, oh shit, this dog's fucking high. He got.
So he knew he was going to the park.
He's
You
just
could smell the park. And
yeah,
got fired up.
Yeah, he knew he was going to the
That's a
park.
delightful thing. That's not
Yeah,
funny.
dude.
That's just a sweet, nice thing.
Oh.
And you know, the dog wouldn't have enjoyed it so much if his life wasn't very difficult.
I heard that,
Leading up
bro.
If he wasn't blind.
Do you know when you're
Fucking
like, when you
blind.
lose one sense, your other senses are heightened?
Yeah, you ever think about that? Here's a yo, Lemaire, what would you rather do? Have no legs or be blind?
All right. Okay. No legs, because then I can get Tesla legs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Get some Tesla legs. Put my torso on one of those Tesla
What
bots,
about
dude.
no legs and no hands
Ooh.
or be blind?
But you can get like Luke Skywalker hands.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Dude,
That seems like an easy way out of this because I think you still got to go no legs and hands.
So you
Blind,
can't ever get them.
blind sucks.
Yeah.
Blind's tough, bro.
Blind sucks.
You can't fix blind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they will hopefully soon because that's the worst one.
Yeah.
Blind sucks.
What about deaf is funny?
There's a lot of guys that are blind and don't have any fucking legs.
That's true.
That stinks.
How does it have together?
That's gotta
at the
be
same time?
kind of chill though. You're just
By
fucking.
the way, how much do you think they fucking love music?
Oh my
Just
god.
no legs, blind, just someone puts headphones on, you're like, this is what it's about.
Dude, when I'm watching LOTR, we had the subtitles on, and it's whenever they play music, it's just 3 musical notes, and you got to be. I was wondering about deaf people to see in those, be like, oh, they're playing that thing called music. People speak of, and being like, interesting.
I wonder if deaf people can feel music. If you put
Probably.
your hand on a chest, like,
That's a good point. You did some crash test dummies on them.
yeah. Once there was this blind guy.
If you're
Yeah.
blind and deaf, you're diabetic. I mean, if you're blind and don't have legs, you're diabetic.
Yeah.
Or a veteran.
Yeah, have some fucking respect, bro.
Or diabetic veteran.
True that.
The ultimate sacrifice.
Diabetic vet.
Yeah. We're fucking man in the sugar fields in Nam. Oh, okay, I'll get out of here. Share my life in the.
Lemaire, let's talk about this breakup, bro.
Yeah.
You seem pretty broken up, dude.
Yeah, you seem different, dude.
Huh?
You
I'm
seem
not different, dude.
You seem pretty broken up.
No, dude, I'm okay.
It's never gonna come back.
What the fuck, dude? Relax.
Dude, it's never
relax.
coming back.
Yeah.
Who's the new girl? Who are you looking
There's
at now?
no new girls,
No, but
dude.
do you want a new girl? What type? I know you said Indian. Let's
There's no names.
no names.
No names,
Just
dude.
pussy.
Just fucking. Yeah.
Trying to get some pussy.
Playboy, dude.
Trying to get some milk and pussy.
I'm trying to get some cuddles, dude. I need some fucking.
Yeah, you're
I
a big
need
guy.
to-
It'd be
yeah,
nice to
dude.
cuddle with you.
Trying to live
Girls
with
like
some lady.
cuddling with me.
Yeah.
Not until he fucking turns around and breaks your goddamn heart, dude.
Yeah, a bit of a heartbreaker.
You gotta leave. I gotta get up.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the heartbreak right there. You got to leave. I got to get up.
It's a heartbreak hotel, dude.
Yeah, baby, it's 2 p.m. I gotta get up. I gotta go watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And then go to an open mic and bully losers.
Dude, I don't do that, dude.
Yeah, you do. I see you out
dude.
there.
I'm no
I know
bully.
you.
I'm no bully, dude.
Speak on
Lemaire's no bully.
No bully?
He's a good guy.
There's no bullies?
There probably should be more bullies. There's no bullies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there should be more bullies. Sonia's a bully.
Is she?
Yeah.
He's a bit of a bully.
That's fun to hear.
Yeah.
You guys gotta get the bees back out there.
True.
He's still out every
Bees
once
have
in a
come
while.
down and cracked skulls.
Bees has been
still does
Bees been
sometimes,
floating around.
Yeah, I saw him last weekend
Yeah.
after we
Nice.
hung out.
Yeah.
Bees is doing stand up tonight on my show.
Nice.
Speaking of
Oh,
devil,
hell yeah.
Kyla's texting me.
Oh, nice. Oh, dude. I got the ultimate DOS. And I don't know if this is true or not. Someone told me they used to hang out with Kyla's brother, and his nickname is Leche Sweet. Leche Sweet, dude.
Sweet milk.
Because he would end conversations rather than saying bye, he would go sweet. Sweet.
Wow.
And Leche, one day he said something about like big boobs and milk and Leche.
Milkers.
Yeah, and they call him Leche Sweet.
Necesitamos leche.
And he'd be like this,
Mama.
all right, guys, sweet. And he would leave.
That's tight.
sick-
That's
that's
a
a-
fucking great nickname.
Sickest nickname, Leche
Sweet
Sweet.
Leche?
Leche
Leche
Sweet.
Sweet.
It's the sickest fucking nickname ever.
Mm.
What was your if you had a high school nickname based off of when you were talking about big titties and like the last thing and the thing you would say like as your salutation, what would your name
Probably
be?
Sweet Tooth. Call me Sweet Tooth. Dude, I saw on the ground today, I saw 6 gummy burgers. Somebody dropped 6 gummy burgers.
And the
dude.
rappers?
Yes, all in the wrappers.
They're so good.
There's dude sick, and they were like literally. I thought someone was trying to trap me. It was like a one, then like 2, then up a driveway like 2 more.
Oh, that was a trap.
I think it was a trap, bro.
That was a trap.
6 packaged gummy
Trying to
burgers.
catch a young Lemaire.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, what would you do if you ran into those gummy burgers?
Like what?
6 packaged gummy burgers.
I would have walked right up to the driveway.
Yeah.
I would have followed
You'd have been
like
in a net.
I'm like, hey.
That was a scene they didn't show from Get Out, dude. Just gummy burgers.
Just Krabby Patties. Gummy Krabby Patties in the street. Those are so good, dude. I like gummy treats.
God.
Oh yeah, I've been back on my bullshit.
You're off a keto.
Man, been off keto. Keto is a 2-day experiment.
That's true.
I run keto until I drop 8 pounds in one day.
Nice.
And then have diarrhea the next day. And then I'm back on my bullshit. I'm like, all right, mission accomplished.
Oh yeah, you were
was back home.
gastrointestinally
I
challenged.
was. You put the hex on me.
I'm sorry for that.
I had diarrhea of constipation myself.
It might have been the Omicron, bro.
It could have been Omicrons. It could have been.
Omicron.
I was back on sweet treats.
Yes.
I usually don't eat sweet treats, but my mom and dad had a Christmas party, so there was copious sweet treats.
Sweet treats
Including-
can lead to some
You're
watery
talking
shits.
gummy burgers,
I'm talking-
gummy worms, sour
No
cream
gummies.
crawlers.
We're not talking
I know.
Man, what do you think? I'm a fool? Of course I know you're kidding. Tommy made us cheesecake.
Ooh.
Tommy's an exceptional cook. It was
He
some of
is.
the finest cheesecake I've ever had.
Yep.
And I'm not much of a cheesecake guy, but when it's done right, I mean, Mamma Mia.
True.
And some peanut butter chocolate cake from La Castavella. The Wops. We had to hire the Wops to come in and make us sausage, peppers, and beef stroganoff. I had beef stroganoff.
Dude,
What is
I
beef
ate-
stroganoff?
Just beef and egg noodles.
Sweat. That's awesome.
It was the best. I literally had beef stroganoff 6 straight meals.
do you think the first
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner stroganoff.
That's
That was
liquid
definitely
dye.
what happened to my stomach.
Yeah, that's liquid
My
dye.
stomach got fucked up.
Brittany used to make tetrazzini, and I would eat that for like 3 days straight. It's the same thing. It's
Yeah.
just your stomach just like, all right, let's try this again.
Shane, did you ever think when the first Gillis like touched down on Ellis Island that his like Irish kin will be being fed by some wops?
Oh yeah, we dreamt of this.
Yeah.
Someday,
Someday. dude.
someday we're all going to be sitting around being fed by wops, and that is the goal. That's
Yeah.
everybody's goal.
That's true. Absolutely. Got to keep them busy in the kitchen, otherwise they get bad.
Otherwise,
ideas.
they get terrible ideas.
They get bad
I watched
ideas.
Cassini.
Keep them away
When's the
from
last time you
sports,
saw
bro.
Casino?
I haven't seen it in a while.
The bad wops, dude. Bad wops and Jews. The Jews and the wops link up. That does go to my original theory that Italians are just dumb Jews. Casino's the perfect representation. They're both.
sure.
So there's a wop and then there's a Jew, and the Jew's like, we got to chill. Be careful. Here's how we're making all the money. And the Wop's like, I'm just going to hit everybody in the head. And he's like, no, don't do that. You're going to fuck up the money. And they're like, you don't tell me what to do. I'm going to hit everyone in the head.
I'm the boss.
Yeah. So the Wop eventually ruins it. And I don't know if you remember, the Wop and his brother get beat to death by other Wops
Yeah,
with baseball bats in front of each other.
Dude, classic Pride.
Did you ever see the movie? Is it Gomorrah? That movie about Italy?
Yeah.
That's just Wops backstabbing each other for like 2 hours straight. It's like,
They're jerks.
hey, I finally got it. And then some guy's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, my brother, how could you? And then it's like, I'm the big guy now. And the cousin's like, yeah. I'm like,
That's it every time.
I thought you were loyal. Loyalty's important.
Is there a mob movie that doesn't end like that?
It'd be nice to
Scarface.
make a happy ending mob movie.
Oh, he's not.
Scarface is Cuban and he does get shot in the back
No,
after
dude,
killing his best friend.
Starface gets shot 10 toes down in the front, dude.
What?
He's like 10 toes, fucking standing tall when he gets killed.
Yeah, but he gets killed.
Yeah.
And he's high on, he's a drug addict.
I'm so mad that you said he gets shot 10 toes. Yeah, is that what you learned? What?
Dude, that's Playboy talk.
I hate this new Lemaire.
10 toes down. Jesus Christ. He was selling drugs, cocaine, and murdering people.
He
man.
murdered his
Guy was a jerk.
sister's love. And then
True.
doesn't he kill his sister there at the end?
He kills
Does
everybody.
he kill her or just no? She lives.
No, I thought she got killed as well.
Yeah. How does she die?
I think by the FBI. She tried to kill him at one point.
Yes.
He was like, fucking don't do
I love you so
fair,
much. He
yeah.
kind of wanted to fuck his sister, which, by the way,
That's
makes sense.
Yeah.
That is a very common WAP theme. Although that was just Al Pacino, his WAP coming out.
he probably
in the
demanded
they're like,
that
Can
be
you
in the
please
script.
stop trying to fuck your sister? That's not part of it. But she has a small beautiful. Nobody else should love her but me.
He's like, no, the script's all wrong.
Yeah,
I hate the sister's beautiful.
she was hot as fuck in that. You remember his sister in Scarface?
Yeah, man.
I hope she wasn't too young. Now that I'm thinking back, I haven't seen it in a while. I bet she was a young lady in that.
Probably like 18, 19.
I bet she was a young woman in that feature film.
If your sister was hot, would you keep your bloodline strong?
No, Lemaire, what the hell?
I don't have
sex with my sister.
Dude, I don't know, dude. What if she's fucking like crazy hot?
No.
No?
No, you wouldn't. If
No.
you had a sister, you'd understand. That's
I don't have a sister.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
no, you
dude. I'm
wouldn't wanna do
sorry.
that. You wouldn't have sex with your sister.
All
bro.
right.
You gotta stop the pornography, bro.
Huh?
Dude, I'm telling you, and I'm not, this isn't me being like,
Huh?
oh, I don't watch porn or anything. I can't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
It's too ridiculous.
Yeah.
I watched it today.
It's too fucking ridiculous,
It was
bro.
great.
I turned it off.
It was a nice Chechen porn.
Really?
Nice Chechen prostitute. Goes into a van. The boys pay her. She has fun. What is the problem here?
This was just it was like an arched. I guess there's a subgenre of arched backs. So like
Yeah.
chicks in doggy style arching their backs.
Yeah.
But the whole time the dude
That's
was,
cool as hell.
Yeah, dude, but it's like when it's presented as like that's the specific thing, and I don't know. That was like whatever, but it was like a 45-year-old dude just fucking like, and I was like, it's fucking.
Yeah, that's no good.
I can't see this guy like actively enjoying himself,
Yeah.
just being like, and he was like, it was weird,
He's
dude.
flexing a little.
He was like tanned, yeah. Like when male porn stars take too good of care of themselves, it kind of fucks me up. It's just kind of like, dude, this isn't about you at all.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
But I do want to see you rail the shit out of this lady.
Yeah, like
So I'd like to see you in some type of.
just something, bro.
Yeah.
But he was trying to steal a scene, and it was like the whole thing was like, this is too ridiculous. I don't know. I get just kind of like, ugh,
There's nothing wrong with that.
it's too much for me.
There's nothing wrong with porn.
Oh.
Porn's bad. You are right
It's
about
getting
it. but
it's getting weirder. Or I'm
I
just
have
getting,
fun watching it.
That's why
I
only
want
come
to, dude.
ads
I want to
now.
have fun. I'm
I don't. I
let
mean, I
go
don't
of all.
like sit down and look at it. But
Yeah.
if I have 5 minutes, I'll fire one off. Go
It's
about
all
my business.
pure maintenance, bro. It's pure.
Yeah.
I was getting like cum cramps
Sure.
right on like my right side, and I was like, I just got to get this out of me before I start my day.
But no, now that I have a lady, I like to save it up for her.
Yeah,
Save
dude.
up my seed 2-3 days.
It's the best.
No fap, and then you hit it. Then you enjoy sex with her.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like a fucking monotonous, hellish chore. No, just kidding. She listens to this. She's gonna be like,
I'm
No,
No,
gonna
you,
have to
you
deal
got to
with
save it up. But sometimes you save it up, and then it's just for whatever reason. Say your wife's pregnant or whatever, you miss. It's just not happening, and it could be like a week or
yeah, but
so.
then you get to whack off after a save up, which is such a victory.
That's what you do.
Yes,
But I'm telling you, for me,
and that's
they're-
fun, dude.
They are fun, but they become if you save up too much, it's almost pleasureless. You're literally just kind of being like, "Ugh." You just get it out of yourself.
Oh, that's just crazy.
But it's not bad. I mean,
I'll go a couple of days without realizing it, and then on like the third day, I'll be like, "Oh, nice!
Nah, dude.
I get to have a sweet treat today. I get to explode salmon.
mine's now expanded now
I get
to
to
like
fucking explode.
that's
and launch.
7. That's 7 days for me now.
Yeah.
Really,
I hold it in for like 7 days, and me showering and being like,
really. You get
goddamn,
pain?
you get like you're holding all your cum. Dude, I'm used to fucking firing
There's
them
a
off.
crick in my
My
head.
body's not used to all this goddamn cum, so my body's kind of like, what the hell's going on over here?
Yeah.
I've been trying to retain it just because of the Omicron, bro. I don't want to retain all my vitamins and stuff.
That's true.
So,
Omicron can't beat cum.
dude, if you store all your cum up, dude, there's no way. I actually thought about that. I've been getting a lot of mucus, and I'm like, is my cum turning into mucus and it's coming out of my nose? It's pretty cum-like. Mucus is cum's very mucus-like.
Cum is a mucus.
Of course.
Yeah, it is. It's
It's a mucus membrane.
Viscous,
it's very viscous, dude.
right?
If someone cummed into a sink, you'd know they didn't hawk a Luger,
Maybe.
huh?
It would be in the sink.
Yeah, you get the water slugs.
Yeah,
Sink
true.
slugs.
Yeah, cum is
Slug.
like the Navy SEALs of like the viscous, and it needs to be hydrophilic phobic. Actually, it's like, dude, how about that?
How about that? Shout out
Very
to whoever
faithful
sent us
listener,
that.
dude, sent us a shirt signed by the guy who slayed Bin Laden.
Apparently, this is an autographed shirt.
Autographed military
Apparently,
shirt.
it's autographed by
Autographed
the
uniform.
guy who killed Osama bin Laden.
The
He
operator.
looks over us.
The operator, bro.
He's a smooth operator.
The operator.
Let me tell you something.
Recently, actually, he got kicked off.
Delta?
Apparently removed from Delta. I looked up. I was like, "Who is this guy?" I looked him up. He took a picture of his face without a mask on Delta, being like, "I'm not a pussy," and Delta fucking kicked him off.
Delta said, "Get the hell out
Delta
of
barred him from flying. Also, dude, I got another interesting factoid today as well. I was looking up. Remember the guy from the St. Lunatics who has the?
here." Yeah.
Lil Flip?
Murphy Lee.
It's not Murphy Lee, dude. I thought it was Murphy Lee too.
It's do you know it? Don't tell me.
It's Lil Flip.
It's not Lil
Chingy?
Flip.
It's not Lil Flip. It's not
It's
Chingy,
in the
dude.
St. Lunatics.
You're right.
You're not gonna guess it.
Yes.
I thought it was Murphy
I am
Lee.
gonna get it.
You're
I
not
used to
gonna
love
get
this guy, dude.
Ooh.
He used to have fucking silly string.
So,
He's got a wild
do you
name.
know his name?
Yes, I do. Hold on, tell the story about him. I'll think on his name.
Okay, so apparently, so he's pissed, dude. He didn't get cut it. It's
Not Murphy Lee. Hold on.
He didn't get cut in on the pie. I'll read the dude. The quote from his fucking thing is so funny. So basically, what's up?
You found it?
Yeah, dude. Damn, I can't find the article I had.
What is it?
Slow down.
Slow down?
Slow down.
Oh, I would have never got that.
Slow down.
It wasn't City Spud.
It's City Spud
It's slow down, bro.
Slow down.
with the half mask
With a half mask with the Phantom of the
and
Opera.
the silly string. Silly string.
No, it is slow down.
It's slow down, bro.
down.
Slow down.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's him.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Dude, this is so someone asked him like, yo, so like how did that whole thing play out? This is the response. I might fuck around and get emotional talking about how all the money was getting split up. Shit was crazy. Motherfuckers was eating and I wasn't one of them. I was snacking.
That's great.
I was lunching, having lunch every now and then. Motherfuckers was having 4-course meals and I didn't have shit to do with shit.
City Spud. Damn.
Dude, so they go into the article and he's like, yeah, I didn't rap. Yeah, I didn't make any of the music, but I was absolutely indispensable to the hype I provided.
He
Dude,
was.
just a hype man, dude.
He's one of the most memorable thing about the St. Lunatics.
Yeah.
He got no money.
He was
What
a fan
the
of the
fuck?
Black Opera.
He was.
He really was.
Yeah.
It is.
He got
Would
apparently
have
he
never
was,
got slowed down.
he was just snack. No, they were
Slow
eating,
down.
bro. He was snacking. Imagine how pissed you'd be if you're just snacking while everyone's eating. 4-course meals, you're eating lunch, dude. I was eating 4-course
You gotta
meals.
think about the St. Lunatics. Nelly's the head right there, dude.
So when they would do a gig, Nelly would take half and he'd give the other half to the rest of the lunatics.
to the St. Lunatics.
And then the
That's
St.
actually pretty fair.
very fair.
It's generous.
And then
It
the
was-
St. Lunatics
yeah.
would go to Slow Down and be like, here's like $50. I don't know.
Yeah.
Slow Down was pissed, bro. Imagine snacking, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
so getting some McDonald's. That was me doing slow down.
It's crazy, man. Normally you're on top of your game. This is
dude.
wild.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm fucking. I don't know, dude.
Swing batter, swing batter, swing batter up.
Yeah,
I'm the first to swing with that home run. Hit me with your god thing. High wing, fuck a duck. Maybe not because I got some swing batter, huh?
That's Murphy Lee, bro.
Is it?
Murphy Lee. Was it Murphy Lee first up front?
Shake Your Tail Feather was Murphy Lee as well.
Oh,
I think that was Murphy Lee. I think he was first at batter. Or that you might have been doing his
Lunatics are
verse.
pretty cool.
Shake it, chill.
They ruled, bro.
How you guys about D12?
I used to like D12.
That failed hard. That
It did fail.
that felt pretty
But-
hard. They were tight. Purple Hills.
Purple Hills was awesome.
That was tight.
That was like it.
Fight music.
Fight music.
World. There was that one
My
fat
band.
guy.
My band.
Bizarre.
Bizarre was the only one to kind of.
No, what's his name?
Proof.
Proof, yeah.
Proof was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then he's
True.
deceased. Well, we've reached that part of the show
We talk about
where I think it's
dead
done.
rappers. Yeah.
Where the show is reached
Where we at,
its
104?
final conclusion. It's pretty good, man.
Oh.
That's not.
Also, speaking of St. Louis, you guys can catch me there. January.
Oh, yeah.
January 7th and 8th.
Look at that,
That's why I was
man.
looking up St. Louis facts. January 7th and 8th.
Those facts.
Helium.com.
Are you going to go to the Arch?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the fucking Arch. you kidding me?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I've been there twice. Never went to the Arch.
No, I don't leave. I don't really leave. I don't
Actually,
go
I
that
only went
far.
there once.
But yeah, go to Helium. Go to my Instagram. There's like
Yeah.
stuff. Click the tickets, man.
Go to Matt's show in St. Louis, or on New Year's, if you live in California, come to the Irvine Improv and celebrate the new year with me. Ring it in.
That'll be nice.
You know? How many more do we have left?
Yeah.
This could be it.
Someone was asking about
Especially
Northern
I can't-
California. They're asking if you're
Yeah.
going to Northern Cali.
I don't fuck with no cow, dude.
Yeah.
No, I was just there. I was open with Louis. I did shows.
Yep.
Then January 6th, 7th, and 8th in the Big Apple. Caroline's on Broadway. Come to that.
That'll be big.
That's going to sell out. So hurry
That'll
up.
be big.
Buy tickets for that if you can. 6th, 7th, and 8th. Caroline's on Broadway. And then the 13th, 14th, and 15th of January, come to Tacoma, Washington, the Tacoma Comedy Club. Lemaire, what do you got?
Oh, fucking City Winery at
nice.
January 26th. Come to that show. Me and
you
Tom
doing
Rapp are
stand up
running
the day
the
before
show.
my birthday, bro?
Yeah.
It's kind of jacked up.
I mean, I don't know.
It was just my birthday. You didn't even say happy birthday, dude.
Dude, I fucking
What the
said it the
fuck?
very next day.
What the fuck?
I always think your birthday's in November for some reason.
Have we done a podcast since my birthday?
Yeah, we did it.
We did?
Last week.
That's probably why I was struck down with melancholy so hard.
To be fair,
Anytime it's your birthday, you feel like
I sent
crap.
you. Yeah, it sucks, bro.
fair.
It
You say,
sucks.
damn, dude, I'm 34.
I sent you a text that morning at like 6:30. So
You
I
look good
basically
for
same day.
34.
No, I don't look great, Lemaire. Thanks, though.
Shane.
You're just horny as shit.
You look great for 34.
Shut
dude.
the fuck up, Lemaire. You trying to make fun?
So you're
I'm not
34.
making fun, dude.
Yeah, I'm 34 years old.
Nice.
Wild Wild West.
Dr. Peter Attia, dude, thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing this. I'm really pumped. I read your book, so I'm kind of familiar with
thank
your
you so
stuff,
much.
and I kind of like what you're about.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for doing the podcast. And I guess I'll give you an introduction and correct me if I'm wrong. You were a medical doctor and you did cancer surgery, right?
General surgery with a focus on cancer.
With the focus on cancer, and then you just kind of. I liked your origin story a lot, and so from what I remember in your book, you did this big swim like race. It was like a marathon swim or something. And how far did you swim?
It was about 21 miles.
That's insane. So you did a 21-mile swim, and then, if I remember correctly, you were eating a cheeseburger in celebration, and your wife,
actually, that
and your
was
wife kind of.
that was a slightly longer swim, but yes. Now I know the story you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, that honestly, dude, that made me laugh so hard that you did like a what?
I think that was like 25 miles or something.
25-mile swim. You go out to have a cheeseburger and I believe a Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
and your wife more or less was like, "You're fat."
Yeah.
Dude, that's the best. And then it launched you, and then you just got the ultimate revenge and started like a super successful business. How do you feel about
She was
that?
very sweet. She said, she didn't say you're fat. She goes, you need to work on being less, not thin.
That's worse though.
It's
I'd
so
rather
good.
someone be like, "You fat ass," and be like, "You need to be less, not thin." But you just swam 25 miles.
Yeah. Well,
That's wonderful though. That is good though to have a woman to push you to those heights. Because then is that really like the genesis of you kind of branching out into like.
I had actually already left medicine at that point. I had been out of medicine for 3 years. I was working at that time. God, what was I doing? I was working at an energy company, I think, or maybe I was in finance or something. I was like, I had nothing to do with medicine. But that was right around the time my daughter was born as well. And so I think that was kind of the 1-2 punch. It was sort of my daughter's born. And then I'm realizing actually like I'm not that healthy.
Yeah.
Even though I exercise a lot, I'm actually not that healthy. And that those two things were what kind of got me to be pretty obsessed with just trying to figure out how to not die prematurely.
The kids do that. I have a 2 and a 4-year-old, and that really kind of. I actually thought you'll find this interesting. I thought I was healthy. I was doing the all these apps. Like I did the one where you like mail your poop and all that stuff, and I did that. They came back like, dude, you're like 6 years younger biologically. I was like, dude, this is awesome. I had the Aura thing. I had that going on, telling me I'm 7 years younger than my age. And then I took a blood panel. Dude, I'm like pre-diabetic.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, what the fuck, man? It was like, I thought I was like killing it. And I got it back and it was like, I literally just found out 2 days ago. So this timing couldn't be more perfect. My A1C, I think it was. My A1C is like 5.7, which was like, but I did eat 2 bites of a pancake before my blood work, which I'm not supposed to do.
Shouldn't impact the A1C.
Damn it, dude. I was fucking hoping that was the answer. Yeah, so that is kind of crazy because and again, I don't, I'm not the definition of fitness, but I'm not like, I thought I had the almost type 2 diabetes.
Well, it takes a while. Like no one wakes up diabetic, but also most people don't recognize that it's a 10-year journey for most people.
Really?
To get there, yeah.
So what? I have like four more years of pre-diabetes?
No, I mean, I think that's impossible to predict for any one person, but we definitely know that disease is so much more complicated than people, I think, historically have thought of it. People have historically said, well, I mean, type 2 diabetes is your pancreas can't make enough insulin, you can't get enough glucose out of your blood into the muscles, and eventually we just cut off some arbitrary number. We just say once you reach a certain level of blood glucose, then you have type 2 diabetes. But, to me, that's just not a great way to think about it. I think of it as a continuum and a spectrum. And pre-diabetes is a step along the way, but we also know that the lower your blood sugar, the better. So 5.7 is better than 5.8 is better than 5.9. But even though we would call you quote unquote normal at 5.6, I would argue 5 is much better than 5.6.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah. It was like for real joke because I was like dancing in the end zone on my wife because she is her biological age and I'm not rubbing it in, but it was like whatever. And I was like, I'm like 5 years older than her, so I was like her peer biologically. And I was laughing. I was
these biologic clocks things are such a scam. It is incredible.
Well, dude,
I love it.
Mine went down.
I love it.
It's
brilliant marketing. It is brilliant marketing.
Well, I woke up one day and I went like I lost half a year of my biological age. I was like, what the fuck did I do? I like went into a panic. But yeah, so that was like a real revelation for me. I was like, holy shit, man, because my dad has type 2 diabetes. And I was like, yeah, that's on him. He eats ice cream all the time. I'm healthy. And I like got my blood work. And I was like, son of a bitch. By the way, I'm just breaking this right now. I don't.
This is breaking news.
This is breaking news.
This is like so timely.
I have and I was actually, it is very timely. And I have been leveraging it emotionally in my household, which is nice. Anytime my wife bothers me, I'm like, dude, I have pre-diabetes. This cortisol is going to mess up my insulin. So
I got a text message literally on the way over here from a buddy who just got a vasectomy yesterday. And we had recommended the urologist to him who was going to do it. So he goes, look, I just want to tell you, man, literally the best experience ever. The guy was incredible, so funny. He's got me draped like over the table. So like, he's like, there's a drape, like I'm laying on my back.
Like
and
a C-section? They do like they don't let you see?
Yeah, it's like you're sterile.
Okay.
They want to keep you sterile, right?
Gotcha.
And the guy walks in the room first time. He hasn't seen me. He doesn't see my face. He just sees my schlong and he goes, oh, I remember you. But he was like, but it was just all jokes. And he says today, he goes, look, honestly, zero pain at all. But don't tell my wife. I am going to milk this as 10 out of 10 pain for another week.
So important.
Yeah.
So also the vasectomy, you can't ejaculate for like what, 7 days or something?
That's a good question. I don't know how many days.
Swear to God,
I don't know how many days.
I don't know. It's like 7. My friend did it. He
had to hold off. Yeah.
7 whole days. And he said he went a little prematurely and said he had a little bit of pain. So that's not good. But yeah, dude. So that was kind of crazy, man. Because I've been doing all the services because I haven't like been to a doctor in forever. Because I'm like, I go to, and this is what I think was cool in your book. You have like, what was it, healthcare 2.0 versus like 3. What was the latest?
Yeah, medicine 2.0 versus medicine 3.0. Yeah.
So 3.0 is kind of where you're at. That's kind of more cutting edge. 2.0 is like what, a step up from like medieval humors and
yeah, but still important. I mean, we still want medicine 2.0. Medicine 2.0 will take care of a problem when it shows up.
Gotcha.
And if you're in a car accident, you break your leg, you get pneumonia, you want someone who knows how to deal with those problems. But it's a very different system from, hey, how do I take a guy whose hemoglobin A1C is 5.5, who everyone thinks is just perfect, but I think he's on the path to actually, being diabetic in 10 years. And why would I wait till he's staring down the door when I could just make the changes now?
Yeah, and that was kind of my beef with doctors. I would go there and they're like nice. I don't have anything against them, but I go there and they're just kind of like, yeah, cholesterol's good. And I'm like, this is all we're worried about? Like this is, and it's like, and then they lowered the window to like blood pressure. One day I went in there and they're like, oh, by the way, high blood pressure is lower now. And I'm like, okay. I didn't have a blood pressure problem, but it's like, I just feel like you go there and it's like, you're like a car. You go in and they check like 2 things. You're like, man, you're good. But so I really liked your book, how you're like, you want to check for more things and try to increase the health span, not just the lifespan, which I like. Because a lot of people are very unhealthy. I thought I was a poster child for health, dude. I'm one of the suffering Americans. Just, I need Michelle Obama to come make me lunch, dude. I'm fucked up right now. So what are you working on right now? Because the book, has anything changed from the book? And again, correct me if I'm wrong, but the summary was like the 4 horsemen. That's the things that the 4 leading causes of death. And there are what? Heart disease,
Cancer,
neurodegenerative
neurodegenerative diseases, and dementing diseases like Alzheimer's disease and metabolic disease.
That's me. That's diabetes, right?
And they overlap. So
Yeah.
when you have type 2 diabetes, your risk of those other diseases goes up by 50%. So that one sort of feeds into the other. And also if you have cardiovascular disease, your risk of dementia goes way up. So,
Oh, really?
oh yeah.
Damn, that sucks. Yeah, and do you know what's weird too? Because I don't want to turn this into like a personal doctor visit, but like I, for real, had like crazy brain fog. Like I was like messing up recalling words, and a lot of my mom's side had like dementia stuff when they got older. So I started being like, damn, I might be like getting like early dementia. And as soon as I learned about the high A1C, and I don't know if that's like high enough to cause brain fog. Like I was like, I forgot the word croissant. I was like trying to think of that word. Couldn't think of that. But as soon as I got off all the carbs and now I'm like basically doing like keto, my brain just like came right back to life. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that that's related to the A1C per se, but fluctuating levels of blood glucose make it just a little more difficult. And some people are more sensitive to it than others. Some people, you know, they can eat all the carbs in the world and it doesn't seem to phase them. And a lot of people are like, no, the moment I go to slower carbs or just no carbs at all, or just more complex carbs, my energy levels normalize, and so too does my attention.
Yeah, dude, that happened for me. And I also don't have to eat as much. Like I was eating so much, man. It would be like 4 cups of rice. I was just pigging out.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I stopped eating that much carbs, I eat like 2 meals a day, and they're pretty like sparse. So
tell me about these pictures here. What's
thank
the
you, man.
significance?
This I just figured it was funny because it's just a kind of like a just an ample naked lady sitting at a picnic. So I literally picked the pictures very quickly. This one I just wanted very intense imagery.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of like, this is pleasant. It's a little complicated. What
do you think's going on here? Why is she naked? And who are these guys?
These guys are up to no good for sure. They, I think these guys, it looks like they just got happened upon, and someone's going, "What the hell are you doing with that ample naked lady in the park?" And this guy's like,
but he's like fully dressed.
Yeah.
And then who's the girl in the background?
So to answer your first question, this is a clothed male, naked female. It's a fetish. That's going on. And I think she's kind of like next. I think they're like, get over here, strip down so we can have a naked picnic. This caused a serious uproar back in the day. When this guy painted this, it was a problem.
I can see why.
They were like, if you had someone pose, this lady had to have been a prostitute. And they're like, that's totally scandalous.
Yeah. What year approximately was this?
I wish I knew. I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say like maybe the late 1800s. If I had to guess, but I could be wrong. And that guy, I don't know what that guy's hat's all about over there, but
yeah, I mean, it's sort of, I don't want to profile him, but I have thoughts.
True. It is a hat. I don't recognize that hat, and I do have my own suspicions as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's like, I don't know what's going on. He seems kind of distracted. I think he's being caught. She's just kind of getting caught. There's just a lady in a pond, maybe, just kind of floating around.
Oh, that's interesting. So I see that now. I thought she was picking up apples, but maybe she's washing her hands.
Sure. Well,
in the pond.
One could only guess why. But yeah, so that was cool. I thought that was a fun one. This is very intense. I like this. And then I just, toss a little crucifixion up there.
Yeah, it's the rainbow crucifixion. I don't know my biblical history well enough to. I would embarrass myself if I asked dumb questions. But is there a rainbow after the crucifixion?
I would hope so. God was rising back to heaven 2 days before, so I'd hope that.
No, I thought it was 3 days after this.
3 days, my bad.
Yeah,
3 days.
So that foreshadowed maybe the resurrection. Is what
could
you're
be,
saying.
could be.
Yeah,
but I honestly don't know. I don't have any real knowledge.
Can you imagine how brutal the world was when we crucified people?
I think about it all the time.
Like, how lucky are we to live in this candy ass world of softness?
Dude, I try to tell it to people, and I have people tell me.
I'm so grateful.
It's insane because I try to tell people, I'm like, dude, it was way different. And other people will be
like those guys were thieves, right?
Yeah.
Like that today, you wouldn't even go to jail.
Yeah,
in most cities.
Yeah, they'll kill you.
Yeah. And then you get crucified?
Yeah. And it also, the procession was like a pretty nasty part of it too. Just to get walked through the streets, spit upon, rocks thrown at you.
I can't fathom.
Dude, the social anxiety back
And by
then
the way,
must
that's
be
only
crazy.
2,000 years ago, which
Yeah.
in the arc of human history is yesterday.
Nothing.
That's nothing.
That's what I try to tell people, man. Because there's a lot of people who are like, everything's always been the same. It's just different variations on the same themes. And I'm like, dude, it's gotten so much different from 2,000 years ago. It can still get so much different.
Think about 500 years ago, right? Think about if you could be you, or you could be the king of England 500 years ago with like, it sounds great until you get like a dental abscess and you realize there's no AC, there's no heat, the food sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you're going to be the king of England 500 years ago.
Yeah,
I think
the food still sucks in England now. Yeah, that's a good point because you
it's
could
probably
be,
pre-fish and chips.
Yeah, that would actually suck. I never thought about being like the king of another country, but it would be pretty terrible. There was a king in some medieval time, like longer ago than that, but they thought alcohol was like health stuff back in the day. It was like the spirit.
It kind of was because water was so contaminated, right?
Yeah.
So you basically had two broad cultures that emerged from either the fermentation of alcohol, of water, right, and alcohol to make to get rid of the bacteria, or tea, right? You had sort of the rise of the sort of tea culture where you boiled water. But yeah, the idea that you were just going to go and drink water was like, I mean, the fact that we're sitting here drinking this is incredible.
It's pretty tight actually. But yeah, they had a king. They were like, they rubbed him down in like brandy maybe. And then they were like, all right, we're going to like rub this all over his body. And like a candle got too close and just burnt the guy alive. And all the high priests or whatever had to be like, you must have been fucking evil.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
No one put two and two together. They didn't understand exothermic chemical reactions.
Damn, dude. So let me ask you this. What is the gist of your book is basically, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but the gist was basically like we can pre-screen better and we can kind of promote wellness rather than waiting till somebody has like a horrible, often irreversible disease and like try to fix it through kind of like nuking the
and part of it is like, what gets measured gets managed. And so Medicine 2.0 measures lifespan as the ultimate outcome, which is, that's been productive. That's a good thing to measure. I'm not suggesting we shouldn't care about lifespan because 150 years ago, lifespan was 40 years. Today it's 80. That's insane. We doubled lifespan. And that's all due to Medicine 2.0. Basically figuring out how to not kill women when they gave birth to children, how to keep babies alive when they were born, how to fight infections, how to wash our hands, like that, and a little bit of stuff around trauma and critical care, like you doubled human lifespan. But we're not managing health span. And so part of the argument is, okay, we've done pretty well on lifespan. We could do better, but we really have to manage health span.
Yeah.
And so if we think about things that make up health span, it's sort of like, how much muscle mass do you have? How strong are you? How much endurance do you have? How much flexibility and balance do you have? How quick is your cognitive performance? How happy are you? How are your relationships? How much joy do you have in your life? These things are softer and squishier. Some of them are pretty easy to measure, like VO2 max and muscle mass and strength. Some of them are harder to measure, like cognitive performance. But if you don't measure something, there's no chance you're going to manage to it. And I would just argue we have to slightly tilt in the direction of doing more on that front.
Yeah, it'd also be cooler to go to the doctor and have him like hit the treadmill. Let's check your VO2 max.
Yeah, let me see how long you can dead hang for. Let me see your grip strength.
That'd be so much better than sitting there and just being like basically getting molested and leaving. That's all you do. You go there and they're like, all right, we're gonna. What is the coughing? Why do they do that? Why do they hold your?
It's funny. I thought you were going to ask me to do it to you earlier when you said this is not an appointment. I literally thought you were going to whip your junk out and have me check.
I'm just going just for the A, dude. You got to do the butt.
They're checking for a hernia.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But why is that like the top of the pops? And
exactly.
There's so much other things to check. It's like we're not going to do all this other stuff that'd be useful. We're
not going to look at a bunch of things, but I do want to stick my finger in the inguinal canal.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make you cough.
I'm glad they do that, but it's like, why did that get picked as opposed to all of his other stuff you're talking about? Do you think it has something to do with like just like institutional, just repressed homosexuality throughout the entire culture? And that was like,
I don't know. But I will say this, like, I can't tell you how many rectal exams I've done. And then I realized technically a good urologist will tell you that their finger is good enough to truly feel a prostate cancer that would otherwise not be picked up on a PSA or some other test. And I'll take them at their word. But I think for the rest of us who don't do 20 a day, I don't think my finger is good enough.
Don't say that, dude.
I mean, I'll work harder, but
Yeah, that's crazy. So they're saying they can just feel like it's just
they've said like, look, man, there's always that one case that slips through the crack where the guy has a normal PSA, no pun intended. Yeah, jeez.
So they can tell, yeah.
But they're like, yep, if you feel a certain type of super hard nodule on the prostate, that would be suspicious.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. I think they really could if doctors would embrace that. It'd be so much more fun. You go, you kind of run on the treadmill, dead hang. They can talk to you a little bit about it. It just seems so kind of sterile.
Plank. Yeah, there's like a bunch of basic
awesome.
tests. We should be able to see the people do. I completely agree.
Yeah, I don't. That's so. I did really like your book for that reason. Hopefully, that kind of stuff takes. So if that's the scope of the book, where do you stand now? Has anything changed in that time, or is there anything that's like latest and greatest that's kind of like blowing your mind right now?
I think my thinking is always evolving. I would say if I were writing that book today, I would actually kind of add a fifth horseman, which is anything that pertains to a weakened immune system. So I'm just getting over a cold because I have 3 kids and 2 of them are young. So basically, I'm always in the face of like some virus, right?
Yeah.
So twice a year, I always get some stupid cold, and it's no big deal. It starts in my throat, blah, blah, blah. It gets into my lungs. I hack up a bunch of junk and then I'm fine. But, anyone who's been around older folks realizes that that's the kind of thing that can tip them over the edge when they're 80 years old.
Yeah.
A really bad infection, a flu, COVID, things that us, 50-year-olds laugh at can become deadly. And so from a research perspective, this is something I'm super interested in, is how do we regenerate the immune system? So, I'm in my 50s. My immune system's also in its 50s. Would it be amazing if when I'm in my 80s, I could still have an immune system that's maybe like in my 50s or 40s? The effect that would have against, mitigating the risk of fatal pneumonias, infections, and even cancers is huge, because the immune system is the first line of defense against cancer.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is that it? Didn't they used to use like fevers for that too? They would induce fevers to try to kill certain types of cancer.
Yeah, and it wasn't very successful because it's so non-specific.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cancer is the only way for the immune system to eradicate cancer is you have to get the very, very, very specific T cell that recognizes exactly that cancer, and you have to figure out a way to make enough of them that it, wins that war. And that rarely happens spontaneously. I mean, the cases are, documented in the literature. They're so rare, but we now have drugs that can make that happen in about 10% of cases.
That's
which is
cool.
huge.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So what's your research yielded? How do you think you can bolster the immune system, or like?
I mean, it depends I don't know how technical the audience wants to get into this stuff, but so stop me when this has become unbearable.
For sure.
So we have DNA. Okay. So everyone's heard of DNA. DNA is the code that tells every cell how to make a protein. So what tells DNA to turn on and off are something called methylations, little carbons that stick on the backbone, or something called the epigenome. So DNA is regulated through this methylation pattern. And as we age, that changes.
Gotcha.
So we can look at a T cell, which is the type of cell that fights a cancer or an infection, and we can say, that's what an old one looks like. That's what a new one looks like. Even though the DNA is the same, the epigenome above the genome, this methylation pattern looks different. And so the question is, what if we took the methylation pattern of an old T cell and made it look like a young T cell? Would it revert into a young T cell? So to me, that's certainly top 2 or 3 most interesting questions in aging research today.
That's pretty cool. And that makes sense, because it's like the DNA, you're born with it, and then the epi layer, that's like the kind of like pattern that's affected through the environment.
That's what regulates it, exactly.
Yeah. And then so if you can kind of get into that, and then so you could, and it was stress too, because I noticed that was a big thing in your book. So, and you can stress yourself to the point where your epigenome will just start being like,
everything in the environment can affect that. So it's affected just naturally through aging. So the passage of time affects it, but so does anything in the environment. So whether you exercise, whether you smoke, whether you have diabetes or not, all of those things, good sleep, bad sleep, high stress, low stress, anything can tweak that in the right or wrong direction.
Damn. Okay. That's pretty cool. So you're saying,
but the gravitational pull of age is huge. And that's the one I'm most interested in, is like, how would you Because even the healthiest 80-year-old has nowhere near the immune system of an unhealthy 30-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, and we saw that. Everyone was hoping against hope that Mike Tyson would just knock out Jake Paul, and that was kind of like a bitter moment for a lot of people.
Yeah,
just
you
to be
can't,
like,
like
it's
age.
just not,
Age is not like
just
it's,
can't do it.
Yeah, as Father Time is undefeated, as everybody said.
Yeah, even with like the TRT, what are your thoughts on that? Like in terms of like, you know, what age to kind of smash the glass and just go full upgrade?
I don't know that there's an age I would do it. I mean, I think the things that I would, you know, I had a long talk with a patient yesterday about this exact question, and he's pretty young. He's like 36. Does not have kids, but wants to have kids.
Yeah.
So that's a huge consideration. So in his situation, I would say like TRT is not a good idea. I suggested that he bank sperm. And if he wants to go down that rabbit hole, and by the way, I don't think he needs to, because I don't think his levels are like kind of 50th percentile. He's not terribly symptomatic. I would kind of eke out a bit more time, but I would rely on hormones that are going to ramp up his body's production of testosterone, as opposed to just giving him testosterone, which will shut off his body's supply
Forever?
No, and it's not something that happens overnight. Like he'd have to be on testosterone for a while before he would shut down his own production.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts on that? On like that whole thing, especially for 30-year-olds? Do you think it's like good to kind of have that, or do you think it like should be kind of a long road?
I think you got to, you know, take every case individually, but if a 30-year-old has testosterone that is so low that it's impacting him, I think you have to start by asking why.
Right.
Like, how bad is his sleep? How bad is his stress? How bad is every other factor going on? I mean, when I finished, when I was, you know, leaving my residency, my testosterone was 227, I think, which is insanely low. That's only 2.5 times higher than a woman.
What?
Yeah.
Is that why doctors' hands are so soft every time you shake them? Damn,
No,
that's crazy.
That's for the rectal exam, so you just don't get
That's true. That's true. You wouldn't want like my dad's
No,
finger.
but the reason is pretty clear, right? Because I was sleeping 28 to 30 hours a week.
Damn.
Right? So, you know, horrible sleep deprivation is going to make it really difficult to make appropriate levels of testosterone.
And that makes it harder for you to sleep too when your testosterone gets lower?
I think probably a little bit, but the causality is much more in the opposite direction, meaning the horrible sleep is destroying
I see.
the production of testosterone and growth hormone. But of course, at the time, it never occurred to me to do anything about it, you know, and once I, you know, was in a job where I could actually sleep each night, lo and behold, my testosterone kind of normalized.
It peaked up.
Yeah.
What do you think that's a good thing for people to actually look at? Because I always get the feeling that like if you even go into one of those places, they're going to hard sell you and you'll be on the tee like before you know it.
I think you should not go to, I'm trying to think of the right analogy. If you walk into a store that only sells hammers, everything's a nail.
Yeah.
Right. So I think if you walk into a tea shop and all they do is male hormone optimization, I would say buyer beware.
Yeah.
Because even if they internally have the best of intentions, like I just don't think they can get out of their own way.
Yeah.
I also think you should be very wary of going to a place for any sort of therapy where they're selling you the therapy.
True.
Like if my whole shtick is I'm here to, you know, give you the best hormones or supplements or whatever, and oh, by the way, on your way out, we'll sell them to you. It's just such a conflict of interest.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
so what do you think about even the internet companies that are like I did one. I don't know if it's nice to like name it or not, but like the ones that like you mail like stool sample, blood, saliva, and they're like, here's precision supplements for you and you alone. How do you think they're like? How much of that is kind of generic, and do you think some of those companies are really dialed in or like?
I don't doubt that there are ways to kind of sort of optimize supplements around biomarkers. I'm not sure that it's as precise as people want to believe. Yeah. I certainly don't think that. I actually think you can do a lot of supplement optimization off really basic blood work. Like I don't think, certainly, you know, a stool sample is not necessary because most probiotics can't even provide the bacteria you need to impact it. I mean, your diet has a far greater role. Your fiber content has a far greater role on your gut biome and things that you'd be measuring in stool. And obviously saliva, blood, urine can measure things that are relevant and interesting. There aren't that many things that I think are worth taking. Like I think, if you're low in vitamin D and you're not getting enough sunlight, that makes sense. But that's a pretty simple blood test. If your homocysteine is elevated, you probably should take some methylated B vitamins. And if you drop it by more than 5 or 6 points, you're probably doing a lot. If your omega levels are low, fish oil probably helps if you're not willing to eat 3 servings of fish a week.
Right.
But the true basics of this are really simple. And then there's other supplements that probably make sense for most people, and you don't even need to test for them. Like anybody who's active could probably justify taking creatine.
Yeah.
And there's no blood test that's going to tell you whether or not you need it. We just know that, to fill and saturate total body storage, you're going to need 3 to 5 grams per day. So,
Really? That was surprising. That was like something I heard like in college, like, years ago when I'd lift weights. It was like creatine was almost like viewed as like a serious kind of like bodybuilder supplement. Now everything I read is like, no, everyone needs a ton of creatine.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, if you're playing the game of optimizing, you're going to get a benefit, probably about a 10% boost in performance for intensity and like super short intensity, i.e. the creatine phosphate energy system. So kind of like high bursts of, 10-second work, and then anaerobic stuff. It's not going to improve much aerobically, but and you'll also get a little hypertrophy benefit because the muscles will get bigger when they bring more water in.
That makes sense. Yeah, if like my kids are like 7 feet away and they're not listening, I could just fucking run at them.
Easy.
Like, the fuck are you doing?
Easy.
Just hulk them down. Yeah, that's my thing with fitness. A lot of people, and I'm sure I don't know if you've heard this. You're kind of I'm sure your like listenership is very health oriented, but a lot of people get very like, I don't know, like very kind of scoffed. They kind of scoff a lot of this stuff where they're like, who gives a shit? And it's like, and I feel bad because like I do get it. If you're like in a job you hate and you're just totally crushed down by like your life circumstance, having somebody be like, dude, eat a banana and do jumping jacks, you're gonna be like, dude, fuck you. I don't want to think about this. But it also will make your life better. Like I always like, whenever I lose sight of that, whenever I get too into my own like just stuff where I'm like, this isn't going well, I don't have time. If I just take like an hour, even a half an hour, and just like run as fast as I can, it's like I feel like amazing.
Yeah.
And I always say that's like a nice dimension you can add to your life where it's like everyone's like, like I want to get better in my job, blah, blah, blah. It's like just adding that, like time yourself running 100 meters and then try to get a better time next week. It gives you something you're kind of making progress in. And it also, you feel like great as a result.
Yeah. I think this is where kind of social media really distorts reality. And the example you give is a great one, right? So if your health sucks and you're trying to figure out where you're going to find an extra 2 hours a week to do some form of self-care, the last thing you need is some idiot influencer telling you to spend more time in the sauna and cold plunging. Like I can promise you that is not the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth best use of your time if you only have 2 hours a week.
How would you break it down then?
If you've only got, I would start with let's do the absolute basics of blocking and tackling. So first thing I want to know is, are you getting at least 7 hours of sleep a night? Because if you're not getting at least 7 hours of sleep a night, it's going to be very difficult for you to do anything at your best.
So I don't want to interrupt you. My question with that is, say you are tracking your sleep and you only get like 43 hours of deep sleep every night, even though you go to bed at like a proper time. Does that matter as much of like REM versus deep sleep, or like?
I assume you mean 43 minutes, but
43 minutes.
Yeah.
I wish it's fucking 43 hours.
I only get 43 hours of deep sleep a year. I'm doing the math quickly. Oh god. I don't know. If a person says, I feel really well, and there are these, I link to them in the book. There are a whole bunch of surveys you can get for free that just have you do like, these are validated surveys that kind of go through daytime drowsiness and stuff like that. If you're in bed 7 to 7.5 hours a night, ideally 8, and your little sleep tracker says you're sleeping 7, but you're not happy with your stages, I wouldn't put a lot of stock into that unless you feel that there is a problem.
Got you.
But if you're like, no, I feel fine, and I fill out all the 2 surveys and they said I'm doing fine, ignore the data.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and stop wearing the tracker.
I know. I gotta stop.
Done with the tracker. So
I was checking every day. I'm like, 43 fucking minutes.
Yeah. Like it just creates more anxiety.
It's just red. I see red numbers. And I'm like, fuck.
I haven't used one of those in a longer time than I can remember.
Yeah.
So
just do the basics.
The next
sleep,
bucket. So then the next bucket I want to know is what's your physical activity level? So let's say this is a person who's got none. They're doing none. And they say, look, I've only got 2 extra hours. I'm putting that entire 2 hours into exercise. So I'm going to say we're going to do 4 30-minute workouts a week. And, again, I'd have to know more about the person, but it could easily end up being we're going to do 2 cardio sessions a week. We're going to do 2 strength sessions a week. One of those cardio sessions per week is going to be kind of aerobic base training where you're going at the same intensity the whole time. It's not that high. You can still sort of almost carry out a conversation. It's a little hard to talk, but you could. And then the other cardio session I would do, say 3 days off of that, would be more interval, kind of like what you were describing. So let's get on a, if you're at a gym and they have one of those air bikes, do something there, be on a treadmill, be outside. It doesn't really matter. Like the goal, this person will get so much benefit from 2 hours a week of exercise that it almost doesn't matter what they do. And then the other 2 days a week, I'd have them do 2 30-minute whole body workouts at a gym where they never stop moving.
Okay.
So if you're doing it at home, it might be push-ups, pull-ups, wall sits, something like that. If you're at the luxury of being at a gym, you might just rotate machine to machine to machine and never stop. And that would just bring huge dividends. And then the last thing I'd do is, in addition to that, is just do a quick audit of their diet.
Yeah.
Are you overweight? Are you adequate weight? Are you underweight? That determines whether you need to eat more or less. And then are you getting enough protein? And honestly, I wouldn't make it much more detailed than that. And so, look, with just a little bit of that insight, you've made better use of 2 hours a week. You've got them to stop worrying about their sleep. You've maybe changed 3 little things in their diet. I promise you that person in 3 months is going to feel significantly better. And then maybe, by the way, at that point, they're like, you know what? I wouldn't mind doing 3 hours a week of this exercise thing because I'm feeling kind of good. And you know what? I kind of want to dial the diet in a little bit more. But again, the problem is too many people are consuming information that says, oh my God, you need to be on this supplement. You need to be on this supplement. You need to be doing 30 minutes of this type of sauna and 20 minutes of this type of cold plunge. And people are like, shut up.
Yeah, I don't I can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, and to be clear, I love sauna and I love cold plunge, but it is like the 20th thing on my list of 21 things that is a part of my routine.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. That's actually cool to hear because it is like the solution is pretty basic and simple, and that's the thing that gets me bummed out when because I do think we live, and I could just be wrong, but I feel like we live in a pretty nihilistic kind of age, and it's like it does suck when that spreads. It's like a physical nihilism. Like, what the fuck's the point of even? It's like, dude, you'll feel so much better if I don't work out. I get depressed. It's like A to B easily. If I don't do it for like 2 weeks, I'm just like depressed and sad, and it's like, and if you don't do it, it's just you feel terrible, and I always like to try to, just get up and move your fucking body, man. There's so much, it's so much better than
we were meant to move.
We were.
And meant to be outside. That might be the other thing I would add is figure out a way to do something outdoors, like whether it's a quick walk or incorporate some of that exercise outdoors.
You know what I started doing? Skateboarding. At my ripe old age of 38, I started
took it out.
I just took it back. I've been doing it when I was little, I just started it, and it's weird. That's a real eye-opener when you take an activity you did in childhood effortlessly. You're like, let me try this again at 38. Dude, I swear I burnt 900 something calories. I skateboarded for an hour and 20 minutes. And I was dying.
That's awesome.
Cardio wise, I was just doing like a little pump track where you kind of just like ride up on a wall. Dude, I thought I was going to die. I used to do this all day when I was younger. Now I'm like, it's like a real eye opener to be like, all right, where am I at? Because I do feel like, especially, I guess men and maybe women do it too, but men specifically over index, like, I'm good. And it's like, try something that you did when you were younger. And you're like, holy shit, I'm going to my heart rate was at like 170 the whole time. Just skateboarding. And I was barely pushing. I just had to like balance myself on this track. It was amazing though. I agree with you. It's like, find something, to do and just kind of, I don't know. I feel like, I do feel like we get too tunnel visioned into like the career stuff. And it's like, you need to do that to survive. But it's like the sacrifice of hours of time for like the quote unquote rest time into like physical activity just pay dividends and all the other things you're trying to do anyway. But
yeah,
I always sound like a broken record, but I'm like, dude, it's so important, man. It really is. So yeah, skateboarding's awesome. We should go one time. Do you skate?
Nope, I do not at all.
Have you ever?
Nope. And it's funny. I mean, growing up, I was certainly of that age when a lot of kids were skateboarding. I don't know why, it just never appealed to me.
Yeah.
I was sort of busy in my own little world. My daughter did for a little bit. She's 16 now, but she did probably like when she was 12, 10, 11, 12, she was pretty into it. The coolest thing I've picked up recently, though it's not a physical activity, but I'm freaking obsessed with it, is chess.
Really?
Holy cow.
How are you pretty good?
No, I'm horrible. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
pretty
just
bad. I
learning,
tried.
but I love it. Like
Yeah.
I can't stop playing. I
Yeah.
just can't stop.
Who are you playing against?
I'm just playing my boys.
really
Literally, just the three of us.
phone
just go back
chess
and forth.
or
no,
physical
like on
chess?
the board,
That's good. Yeah.
writing down every move, studying our moves after.
Really?
Like nerding out, watching YouTube videos. I'm obsessed with this guy Magnus Carlsen, who's the best chess
I've
player
heard
in the
of him,
world.
actually, yeah.
Dude, I can't stop watching chess porn.
Really?
Can't stop.
That's awesome.
Can't stop.
That's awesome.
You know how YouTube figures out what you're about? Like
Yes.
my videographer for our podcast, he pulls me aside like 3 weeks ago, goes, "Are you getting into chess?" And I'm like, "How do you know?" He goes, "Because like I'm managing our YouTube channel and like it only populates it's just like pushing chess stuff all day."
That's
And I was
awesome.
Like, yeah, dude, I can't stop.
It is good for your
I
brain.
stay up
though.
at night like watching chess videos.
Do
It's
you
awful.
really?
Oh, it's awful. I'm like, it's 9:30. I should go to bed.
What's your opening move? What do you go with?
Oh, I'm typically like E4. You know, but I like to castle really early. So I'm going to try to castle within about within 4 or 5 moves if I'm doing a kingside castle.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the first move, the horse, just over your pawns and be like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
It's called. There's a name for it. I forget what
There
it's called.
is,
It's like the
yeah.
English or something. But
Horse.
the horse. I just fucking bang. Here's my motherfucking horse.
Yeah. No, the knight's cool because again, he can hop over people.
You
It's
move in
awesome.
that fucked up L-shaped pattern. But yeah, I love chess too. That is fun. I just say I don't have anyone to play it with. That's the thing. It's like it's how long does a chess game take?
One of my boys is super aggressive, so the games are quick because he just comes
Really?
out swinging.
Does he really?
Oh, he swings.
I like that.
He goes for the fences. And then the other one is so conservative and so thoughtful that the games take like so long. And I got us a little timer too. So I'm like, buddy,
That's
you have
nice. Yeah.
2 hours to make the first 40 moves or you're disqualified.
That's good.
yeah.
That's good. Yeah, you got to think on your feet.
And the younger one, the one who's super aggressive, is so competitive. Like if anyone in our family ever makes it and becomes like great, it's him. Because you can't like the fire is insane.
Really?
When he loses, he tears up his sheets, and I'm like, buddy, you shake my hand, and we had a good game. And he's like, and he's just losing his mind that he lost a game of chess.
It's war. Yeah, it's war. Is it true that the possibilities of the chessboard are kind of infinite?
They
in a
are
way?
truly infinite.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a computationally infinite problem,
Damn.
or as close to. I mean, I shouldn't say infinite, right? In that AI can,
Yeah.
but it's from a practical perspective, I think it's infinite.
Damn. That's awesome. That is cool. I'm going to try it. My kids are too young for that. My daughter did one
Your
of those.
oldest is 6?
4.
Oh, 4. Okay.
4 and 6 could be 6 is doable.
6 is
4
totally doable.
I did chess. We did one of those big ones. We were on vacation and we did one of those those like huge outdoor chess boards with the big pieces.
Yeah.
We did it and I tried with my 4-year-old, and by the end of it, it was like the mommy and daddy were the queen and king were mommy and daddy, and the pawns were all of our babies. And I was like, all right, man. The hell, this sucks. But yeah, man, that is amazing.
I once made the mistake of in a game, like one of my older one, the one who's more conservative, like he had a rook, knight, bishop in the back that hadn't moved. And it was like 25 moves in. And I'm like, buddy, those guys over there are standing there like they got their thumbs up their butts. And now those two boys cannot stop saying that. They just walk around anytime someone's not moving. Why do you have your thumb up your butt? And my wife's like, why do you say this stuff to them? Like, you can't say anything like that. They're just going to say whatever you say.
I know. It's weird. It's weird because my 4-year-old is like language police in our house. She like will learn that something's bad, and then she's just like horrified of the idea of saying it. And she's like, if she hears us saying anything like we even say the word hate. I don't know where we didn't. This wasn't a rule for us. But I hate that. She'll be like, don't say that. And she like polices our language. If we say like that, my wife said freaking the other day. And she's like, Mom, that's a bad word.
It's a bad word. Yeah.
Like, no, it's not. And she's like, and I was arguing. My wife's like, no, just give her that one. She's like, it's pretty nuts. But yeah, that is true. They do parrot everything. You really do got to watch what you say, because you can say whatever you want around them for the longest time, and eventually you're like, oh shit, you can talking shit on my neighbors. You can hear this. You can hear this right now.
Our youngest one, when this is the super aggressive one, so it's not surprising. I think when he was like 3, we get a call from the preschool, and they're like, yeah, you got to come and get him. My wife's like, what's going on? They're like, he said the F word.
Whoa.
My wife's like, oh, I'll be right there, but
They made you get him for
yeah,
that?
I'm like, this is a misunderstanding. And my wife's like, first of all, the kid is obsessed with rhyming. So he almost assuredly was like, truck, fuck, or something like that. And the woman is like, no. He's actually the first kid we've ever heard use it properly.
Oh, no.
They're like, what was the situation? And they're like, well, he was in circle time. And we were telling all the kids they had to be quiet. And he wasn't being quiet. And we're like, hey, if you're not quiet, you're going to have to get up and leave. And he wouldn't be quiet. So we got up and made him leave. And he stood up apparently and just goes, fuck it. And then walked and got out of the corner.
Like, that's a coincidence.
Yeah. I'm like, I think he learned that from his mom.
Yeah, my daughter nailed she dropped something one time when she was really little and she was like, shit. And I was like, damn it. That was right on
That's
the money.
on me. Yeah.
I was like, that was right on the money.
Yeah.
So they made you, what are you, like, it was like a 1-day suspension?
Yeah, it was like he's on probation now. I mean, it was like, we ended up finding another preschool for him that he did great in.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's insane to like be like, you got to come get this kid.
Yeah.
Although that could spread like wildfire amongst other people. This is all,
Yeah, I guess I can see it from their point as well.
No, that's lame. That's crazy to be like, he must leave right now. But I think they got to let that kind of stuff go. That is tricky though, man, because especially at that age, it's like kids hit other kids, and like, you know, some people are like, this is like, you can't. It's like, but I don't know. I treat it like the dog park. It's like, they'll figure it out, man. If it's really bad,
there's got to be enough discomfort in the situation for the kids to evolve.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, because it's like, dude, you got to they're going to do that, man. It's like, you know, me and my cousin got separated and we were in kindergarten together. And then we went to the same school the next year and they were like, AM class, BM class. They can't be with each other at all. But I thought it turned out all right. So before you get out of here, we're coming up on, where are we at right now, Josh? I don't want to keep you too long. Huh? 45. Perfect. The one thing that I feel like was in the book a lot, you talked about how, and again, always correct me if I'm wrong because I have stuff in my head. Stress was something was really on the back burner that you kind of put to kind of like the forefront of your thinking from like the day to day and a health perspective. Where do you kind of stand on that? And like, do you have any thoughts on that at all?
When I think about like, what is the thing that's going to kill me fastest? I think it's undoubtedly stress. I just think I think it's the most insidious killer in a way because it's the hardest thing to measure directly. Mm-hmm. You can sort of measure some of its indirect actions, like on blood pressure and blood sugar, which both go in the wrong direction when stress is high. But I think there's even components of it that just, even when blood sugar and blood pressure are normal, I still think it's just doing something to your brain, probably, and to your heart. And again, I don't think anybody would feel good living in a zero stress environment. Mm-hmm. So it's mostly just about kind of managing how one responds to it. And I think it goes beyond just stress. I think it's sort of like just overall like satisfaction in life and contentment and, you know, enjoying your relationships with people. You know, I interviewed this guy on my podcast, Bill Perkins, who wrote this incredible book. It's one of my favorite books. It's called Die with Zero. Mm-hmm. And he writes about how you have basically you have time, you have money, and you have experiences. And he talks about it through health. So health, time, and money. Okay. And you're not optimizing for the most of any one of those. You're optimizing for the net of fulfillment. Okay. So too many people miss that, right? They're just like working really, really hard to get as much money as possible or as much fame as possible. Or they're like maniacally focused on their health. That's the only thing they think about. Right. Or they're just trying to, live as long as possible or make as much time for certain things. But it's kind of like how you put all those things together to optimize around fulfillment. So in this book, he writes about this idea of like people aren't doing the equation correctly. They're deferring too many experiences when they're young to do when they're old, but then they don't realize when they're old, their health is actually they're not actually able to do it when they have all the money in the world. Yeah. They can't go and take the incredible vacation, or if they can, their kids aren't with them or their kids aren't young. So I think it's just kind of reframed a lot in my mind and made me realize that, when our kids are young and we are incredibly healthy, that should be the time that we invest more in fulfillment and experiences as a family. Which has just been a completely different mindset for me from where I was most of my life. Yeah. Just going kind of like full blast. Make as much money as possible. Sleep when I'm dead. That's a big one. Sorry about that bug, dude. That bug won't leave you alone. It hasn't even come over to me at all. I must stink. Yeah, that is kind of a cool thing too, man. Because you don't really, it's also something you don't really learn
like nobody really tells you how to manage your stress. You kind of mostly, from what I gather, you kind of just like watch your parents deal with stress, and you're like, all right, and you just kind of like take those patterns and just apply them to your life. And it's like it really does. Like, what I've been trying to do recently is like just take one day out of the week. Usually it's Sunday because like we're all off, everyone's hanging out, and I just try to focus on like being as calm and at ease. That's like top priority of my day. Usually it's like I gotta get this done, I gotta this done, and like on one day a week I'll be like, I'm only focused today. My number one goal is to try to like stay in a state of like ease and kind of contentment. And if I get out of it, I like before I'm like, like, well, I just try to zero in on that. And that's been kind of like for me, that's been like a bit of a revelation to be like, oh, I can move through like multiple days without completely spinning myself the fuck out. And it's been, I don't know, it's been kind of nice.
And what do you think spins you out? Is it just busy? It's too much?
Yeah, it's
or
too
is there
much.
a particular thing?
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything. It could be my kids not listening, kind of spins me out. If I'm like trying to get up the steps and it takes 40 minutes, and I'm kind of like, all right, like let's go. Could be anything. Could be like overwhelmed, like just like situations at work I got to deal with that are just completely overwhelming. Stuff in the house, it's just like lack of sleep. Because our kids are still so little that like our sleep gets fucked up. But yeah, it is. It's usually like relational stress or just like work stuff. Those are the two main things that kind of like can really spin me out.
And I would argue that most work stress is relational as well. So I kind of agree. I think relationships are both the best part of life and the most stressful part of life.
Yeah, I agree. So that's been my.
That's what's going on here, by the way. A lot of relational stress in that film. I can tell you right now.
That is true. But yeah, that's kind of the thing, man. It's like, well, this is my whole point is like you do have some say in how much a thing can everything can floor you. Things come out of nowhere and you're like, you get caught in it. But just learning how to be like, all right, something got me. It's like laser tag. Like my thing's beeping. I can kind of walk myself through this without like going on like a Godzilla path. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. That's been pretty helpful for me before I get caught. That's my ultimate fate. She's like, babe, I'm having a naked picnic with a prostitute. She's right there and they're coming out of the water just hawking me.
It's not what it looks like.
But yeah, that is the number one, man. It's like, dude, it's like managing stress, keeping yourself physically fit because you can't like otherwise like what the fuck are we doing, man? It's like it's like unless some people are just surviving, which is kind of that sucks. But I don't know. I feel like people there's other countries where people are just surviving, but they still do cool stuff. Yeah. They're like big ornate jugs of water and they carry it around. They like dance and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of sick. I'm just trying to make people happy. I don't know how to do it. Well, dude, I mean, is there anything else that's kicking in your mind?
I don't think so.
Well, I think you did it. Thank you for coming and doing this. I apologize for the strange format, but how do you feel about standing in podcasting?
I think it's hilarious. I think it is. This is the first standing podcast I've ever done.
Bro, it's not bad. How do you feel about it, honestly? You can hurt my feelings. If you
honestly,
don't like
I think I have better posture than I normally do.
That's what I'm saying. When you're sitting on a podcast, you're kind of like slouching forward.
Yeah.
Standing keeps you on your feet. It keeps the mind sharper.
Like, I feel like we're doing a political debate the way they're angled at each other, too. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I need a moderator to ask me a question. That's the only thing that it would have been a little better if it was moderated. If this discussion was moderated.
That's a good
and more heated.
That's true. Yeah. That is true. I want to work on being less
I wouldn't
chill.
mind a teleprompter next time, if you wouldn't mind.
Teleprompter is nice.
So I want a teleprompter there, moderator there, a little more.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we could bring some heat.
Yeah.
We could bring some heat to this. If you want the heat, I have some burning hot questions. I didn't ask them. They're about a lawsuit. So I was like, I don't. Why can't everyone? You can't talk about lawsuits. No one can ever talk about them.
I know the lawyers say no.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
What's the point? Bring awareness.
Bring awareness.
Yeah, I did. I was researching just, when you have someone on the scene, I saw you're embroiled in a lawsuit and I said, hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. So, but we won't, the lawyers won't like that. That is bullshit. You can't talk. I mean, dude, don't do it. But that is like, why? What the fuck's the problem? I don't know, whatever. But anyway. Well, dude, thank you. Dude, is there anything you want to plug? Is there the book? Obviously, read the book, dude.
Read the book, listen to the podcast.
Peter, to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
You're the man.